Hey everybody, welcome back to Kicking It with Kruse. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning. It's funny, I'm always like, what day is it? What's happening right now? Happy to be back here on a Wednesday. It's a hump day, guys. One of the best days of the week, right? We're also a live show tonight happening as well after this at like 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll also be live, Kicking It with Kruse. It'll be the main show happening. Happy to be here on a God, it's a Monday. It feels like a Monday. You ever have those feelings that it feels like a Monday, but it's actually way off? It's like, come on, Brian, calm down. It's not a Monday. It's definitely a Wednesday. It's a hump day. It's a really great day. Happy to have you guys here. Always excited to be here, though. And I think that, like, honestly, at the end of the day, we have a good time here on Kick with Kruse. Really do. We chill, we hang, we kick it. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. We're going to get into a lot of things from, like, first of all, I want to talk about some of the Witcher stuff. I want to talk about also the Rock Chicken. Might talk about some Marvel stuff, too. You know, get throw a little bit of stuff here and there. Depends on what we want. We'll have a good time today, and we'll hang out, and we'll kick it. It's going to be a great, great day, guys. Happy to be here on, on a hump day. On a hump day, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Anyways, guys, happy to have you here. We're, just talk for a little bit. The thing is that's crazy for me, as I'm waiting for Jonathan to come in, because I'll be here shortly, but I wanted to make sure I was starting before the big push, is like, to me personally, is this whole idea about it's that last week before the election. And I am just not sure what's going to happen. I'm a little, up and down about it, a little nervous at times, a little excited, a little bit like, where is this even happening at this point? Because it's been going on for so long that it doesn't even seem real anymore. Like, it feels like, is this even a thing? Am I really up for LA SAG-AFTRA president? And is there a chance I could actually win? Sometimes I feel like there's a super great chance. Other times I'm like in my head about it. That's what happens though. And I think that's just a natural reaction because I put a lot of time into it, a lot of effort, a lot of effort. Like, I've been working on this since, I feel like it's been May, all summer long. And now it's the final week. It's the final countdown. That's what it is, guys. It's wild to me. And I guess we'll find out very soon what will happen. And we'll have to live with that. Whatever happens, happens. Right? Right, Pep Star?
Suck it.
All right. Thanks, Pep Star. Appreciate that, buddy. Apparently Peppy is a little salty about it all. But that's okay. That's okay, guys. What's up, Michelle? Good to see you back. No haterade today. He's not here today. I'm being joined with Jonathan McFadden. Haterade's not here. I love that term, and I was talking about this with him yesterday. I'm like, I need to make a bunch of stuff with this haterade. Peppy's here with me. We're hanging out, having a good day. What's up, Pep Star?
I want to do a toast.
What do you want to do a toast to, Pep Star? What's going to be a toast to?
Humpalicious.
All right, buddy. All right. It is hump day, Pep Star. Yes, it is hump day. And always happy to be here on a hump day. Good to be here,
happy to have you back.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to have you back too, Pep Star. Doing a great day, right?
Snacks. Come on.
All right, buddy, calm down. All right. See, Michelle, that's what I deal with. Peppy Sir, keep it PG. I tell him to keep it PG, and he doesn't do that all the time. Doesn't do it.
I'm watching you, Jonathan.
Jonathan? Oh, Jonathan's here, guys. Hey, welcome back, Mr. Jonathan McFadden. What's up, Jonathan?
Hello. I'm going to say good morning because what time is it? It's like 1 o'clock. That's still morning for me.
It's, for me personally, it's morning as well. For me personally, I'm like, what time is it here? It's almost 10 a.m., dude. It's not even 10 a.m.
It's way too early to be doing anything that matters.
Are you like, you're not a morning person at all then, huh?
Zero.
See, I would think you're the opposite. I feel like you get up at 6 a.m., you jump out of bed, you're singing, you got that, you're like, it's a beautiful morning, it's a beautiful day.
What song is that?
Oh, you know that song? Oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day.
Wow.
I feel like you start
I
your day that way. What's up, Michelle?
Yeah, absolutely not. I don't roll out of bed till at least 12:30, and that's if
Oh,
I've got something to do that day.
okay, that makes sense then. Okay, that's good. That's why you're like, oh, later's nice. Later's nice.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
take a one.
Now, if it's a gig day, like if I have to be on set somewhere, then, look, I'll be there when I gotta be there, but I'm not happy about it.
Hey man, I'm the same way too. Michelle just said, "Brian, I can't with you." I'm so, I'm not. I'm not normally singing in the morning. I just kind of happened right now, so it's not.
Cruise
It's not
control
something I
on
do.
Broadway over here.
Yeah, yes. I did too many musicals in my day. Let those be in the past. Once in a while, my first play was a musical, which was a wild thing. Annie, get your gun.
Get out of here,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Annie, get your
You,
gun.
were you what
I
was
was
it? Not
Frank Butler.
Tom, Frank. Yeah, yeah.
I was Frank Butler. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, so that whole anything you can do, that like
I
you
can
sang
do
that
better.
song?
I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes,
Wow.
I can. I'm sorry, Michelle. She's like, stop singing, Brian.
I learn something new about you like once a week.
Mine was Pippin, she said, long time ago.
I did
Yeah.
Pippin, I was leading player.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, shout out
Yes,
to Pippin.
indeed. That was probably, at least in my top 3 roles that I've ever done.
Man, I never did Pippin. Never did Pippin. That'd be cool. Maybe one day.
Incredible show.
Never say never, right?
Incredible show. And I mean, are you a dancer, Brian?
Oh, no. Oh,
Not at
no.
all.
Brian tries, but I kind of got 2 left feet. I tried.
I
They had me do a little bit tap, and that was like brutal at times. I'm like,
Oh
oh,
man.
we're going for it. Fiddler on the Roof too. That's what Michelle did as well. I love Fiddler on
Okay,
the Roof.
okay. I was a
Yeah.
trained dancer for years and years and years in New York.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you're a
Yep.
dancing machine.
I absolutely was. Yeah. I
You still am.
did
You still
some
are. You still are.
regional, some off Broadway stuff. I specialized in and was it Michelle? Michelle will know what I'm talking about. I specialized in Fosse, Jack Cole, and I did some tap dancing, swing dancing.
Oh man, tap swing. Man, you're just wooing everybody, huh? Breaking all the hearts.
But I wasn't graceful, and that's the thing. Like I could do the low to the ground stuff. I could do the fast, funky stuff, but I could not be elegant and graceful like at ballet class, whatever. And I just said, you know what? I'm tired of trying to learn how to be in the background in the chorus. I'm going to start getting some lead roles. I want to stand in center stage, down center, and have everybody dance around me.
Oh, I know that feeling. I
Hmm.
know that. Being in the background's not the best sometimes. You could just start there, but you got to
Yeah, of
eventually
course.
break through the crowd and then get out on stage and start singing. Get in there.
Fast
You
forward
got
20 years, and I'm doing like TV commercials and video sales letters and industrials. Whatever, it's a living.
Yeah, it happens, man. It's good, man. It's great living. You're freaking making great money.
No, it's
You're doing
good. It's
well.
good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But you start out with Broadway dreams, and you end up, giving people the HR responsibilities list for their new job at Northrop Grumman or something. Whatever.
I always wanted to be like James Cagney back in the day, or be like have that or George M. Cohan. I always wanted to be like him, like the man who made Broadway, who owned Broadway, but never really became that because I couldn't dance. R.I.P. Merce Cunningham. Yeah, I mean
It's
we lose a lot of people
it's a
too, but
tough life. It's a tough life.
yeah, but it's okay. We move on. We move forward. Now I'm like, let's just be the biggest talk show host ever. How about that? That's the new one, right? Let's go.
Listen, man.
What's up, Desi?
From your mouth to God's ears. Oh, you know what we're supposed to do today? You're
What's
supposed
that?
to bring that book of
Oh,
dates, and I don't mean like
I forgot, but you know
dates
what's going to
dates.
happen? I'm
What's
going
that?
to go to you for a single, and you're going to tell me about something, and I'm going to go in the house and get it.
Well, okay. Well, sure. We'll talk about the whole theater and acting game thing. Um,
Yeah,
I mean, there are actors that watch your show.
yeah, of course.
So what I would talk about with them. Are you really leaving?
I was going to grab it. You want
Okay,
to go?
okay, okay, okay. Sure,
I'm going
sure,
to give you a
sure,
single. I'm going to give you a
sure,
single, and I'll be right back.
sure.
And here's Jonathan.
All right. So, one of the things I do regularly, guys, is I try to help actors and talent really start to make money and treat this career like a business, because it is a business. They call it show business. But when you go to acting school or theater school, they teach you how to play the role. Sometimes they teach you how to get the role, but they don't teach you how to create a living and form a business out of what you do. You know how I know that? So many actors, when they audition, they say at the end, "Thank you for the opportunity." Let me tell you something. It's not an opportunity. If they hire you, they're not doing you a favor. They're hiring a professional to fill a job position. And you have to treat it like that. Also, you have to know what your rate is for that work. If it's theater, it's a weekly rate or it's a per show rate. If it's a commercial or a film or a television show or a web video, you need to know what you charge. It doesn't matter what they say the rate is because they don't own your business. You do. You're not going to call a plumber. The plumber comes to your house and you say, "Okay, great. If you can fix this this leaky sink, I'll give you $45. The plumber's going to be like, "No, I have my rates. Here it is." It's the same thing with acting. Tell folks who are auditioning you what your rate is. Have a rate sheet that details the different types of jobs that you're willing to do and what that costs. When your agent tries to take 10, 15, 20% commission, that's fine. They're owed that. They deserve that. Yeah, Mr. Customer Service. That's right, John. Those agents deserve their commissions. But what you do is you tell the client or the producer that you will be charging them an extra 20% so that that money goes to the agent. Don't give your money away and don't accept whatever rate they tell you they're going to pay you because they're going to price you as if they are consumers trying to save money, not the commodity that you are. Welcome back, Brian.
Yes. We'll get into this, but we got to talk about some news first, and we'll get into this.
Sure.
All right, I'm putting that down there because people come here for the news. So quickly, guys,
They do.
off the top. Everybody's getting excited if you're excited about the Spider-Man stuff because Tobey Maguire has been found in the UK where they're shooting Spider-Man and they're also shooting Doomsday. So speculation stations everywhere. He was right by set getting coffee. And so people are like, is he shooting Doomsday right now? And nobody wants to talk about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man being in Doomsday because they're keeping it a top secret. So it's gone crazy on the internet. But they've also been shooting, of course, Brand New Day, the Spider-Man movie there as well. Why else would Tobey be in the UK? Maybe he's just on a vacation? Or is he strapping on the spider suit one more time? Come on.
Is the spider suit something that you strap on?
Maybe.
Brings a whole new meaning to web slinging, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Woo! It's the morning talk for you guys. Getting that morning going. I honestly think he's in Doomsday. I mean, come on. He's in the new Avengers movie. He's definitely going to be in. There have been rumors running rampant that he's going to be in that. Of course, in the comic books, there's like Spider-Man's a big deal, and there's multiple Spider-Men in there too. So like, why would you not have all the Spider people coming together again? Come on, it makes sense.
I really enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine.
It was really good.
That's it for me in terms of Marvel. I don't know if it's going to get any better.
You think that's it? You think that's your best right there? Did you see No Way Home? The one with Andrew and Toby and Tom Holland?
I did. It was good. It was
You were
good.
a big fan? You were
No,
like,
I'm saying it was great. It was great.
It was not. It was a little nostalgia, of course, but I just loved Andrew Garfield in that movie. I feel like he really proved like he's like I have all the acting chops. Watch me go. Just like those little moments about like losing MJ and also or losing Gwen and how it changed him and he like fell deep into this dark hole.
I'm trying to remember that. Was he the main Spider-Man in that movie?
Well, I guess Tom
Or is that
Holland's
Tom
still
Holland?
kind. Tom Holland was still the main Spider-Man.
Okay.
But Andrew was probably the second Spider-Man. I feel like that. I mean, they're supposed to have equal time at the end, but I still feel like Toby was a little bit back compared to Andrew. Maybe it's just the performance because they're on a rooftop and he's like, "You shouldn't be here," and then everyone talks about their experience, kind of that led them there, and what happened to them, how they lost Mary Jane, but also lost, of course, Aunt. Or it was all about Uncle Ben. I was saying Aunt May, but he lost Aunt May, but it was about him losing Uncle Ben and him losing Uncle Ben. And then the whole "with great power comes great responsibility" conversation comes up. And so it was crazy. Isn't Andrew Garfield nominated? He's great. Yeah, I think did he get nominated this year? He might have been nominated. If he's been nominated before, Andrew Garfield's amazing. And that's why he was the amazing Spider-Man.
You know who else was amazing? Not in that movie, but in the whole Spider-Man franchise. And I think his performance goes down as one of the best Marvel villains of all time. You know who I'm talking about.
Willem
The
Dafoe?
incomparable Willem Dafoe. Yes,
So
sir.
good.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Spider-Man. Oh my, he's so creepy. He's so great. I was so happy to see him back in that movie too. And then he played it as he always does. He plays "Oh, I'm a good person." Then he comes and gets you. Comes and gets you hard.
One of my clients years and years ago did a movie here in Florida opposite Willem Dafoe. Or had a scene opposite Willem Dafoe. And there was a scene where this client of mine had to be on the phone talking to somebody, and Willem Dafoe was in the scene, but this guy's character wasn't talking to him. So he calls me real quick and he says, "Hey, how do I do this scene?" And I said, "Well, that's easy. Look at Willem Dafoe while you're talking on the phone, and your eyes are sort of giving a commentary on what it is you're saying or what this other person's saying. So you're kind of bringing Willem into the phone conversation. So look at him."
Yeah.
And he did it, and he told me the next day when he got back from the shoot, he said Willem Dafoe came up to him after the scene and said, "That was really interesting what you did there. You were looking at me while talking on the phone. Where'd you learn that?" And the guy said my name and my acting school's name, and Willem goes, "I got to look this guy up." Now, he never called me, but I thought that was pretty cool that Willem Dafoe is impressed with some of my techniques. That will always kind of give me a little smile.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great story too. It's and you would never think like that conversation would happen after the fact. Because sometimes, you shoot the scene and you just, I wrap or out of here, you're gone. You don't even have those moments where you stop and talk about something like that. So
Right.
it really made an impression on him.
Yeah.
It really made an impression. Thank you for the potato guys, John. And
What?
John says, "Yeah, they'll get the little potato dudes."
Oh,
Little tater dudes.
that John. I thought you. Never mind.
I'm used to calling you Jonathan, so I don't know if you've ever been called
Perfect.
John before.
A lot of people call me John. I prefer Jonathan, so we're good. We're good.
Okay, I just figured you've always said Jonathan, so I never even.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's not a John guy. He's not a John guy. Jonathan with all the answers. That's what John said. And I thought Jonathan was talking about Pedro Pascal at first. Yeah, Pedro Pascal's everywhere. Everywhere. It's
He really is.
Yeah. Like we were talking about how he took over for Walking Phoenix in that romance movie where Joaquin walked away and Pedro stepped right in there.
Walking Phoenix.
Walking Phoenix, walking off set. he's done it multiple times where he's just like, "I'm not doing this." And we were talking about that on Monday, and people defending him. I'm like, well, what if he didn't want to do the movie? I'm like, first of all, I get you don't want to do the movie, but if you're the person that finds a script and you go to a director and you get all the funding and you push for it and you push for it, you say you want these people cast, and then you push for it, and then 2 weeks out from production, you're like, "I'm out." It's kind of an asshole maneuver. I'm just saying.
Well, it's a negotiation technique for sure. I don't think it's appropriate just to do it because you're unhappy with something creative, but if it's a business move, then absolutely.
Well, he just said he couldn't do the role. Now, it was the very first time he'd be playing a gay character, and he was pushing for it and pushing for it. And then he got the director involved, and he was excited about it. And then he walked away 2 weeks for the production.
Because he had to play a gay character?
Yeah. He was apparently not happy with his. He was like, "I can't do this."
Then you know
So-
what? That's what a contract is for.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were. I mean, 2
So
weeks
quickly, I
out.
switched sides there. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the 2 weeks out from production, still, I was like, they were so close to shooting, and it's like, but it happens. Actors change their minds. It happens. What's up,
But there
Queen?
should be a contract that says
Oh yeah,
after a certain day, you can't walk away, or you have to
Something like
pay for the entire production or all the people that won't be able to work or to find the replacement. You got to pay something.
Yeah, I bet he ended up paying some because they were talking about suing him at one point, and
Good.
then nothing happened from there. And now they got Pedro coming in, so I know it delayed it by a couple months, which again is finding those locations again, making you know what I mean. That's time and money. It really is. So what's up? What's up, Atlanta? Welcome back. And the singing Joker. Yep, the singing Joker. He did sing a lot.
So happy to have you back.
That's right. I loved that movie. I loved it.
Yeah,
I absolutely
people didn't love
every
it.
second. I know.
I thought it was. I enjoyed it, but I knew watching it, and I said that before here and everywhere else. I'm like, as I'm watching it, I could tell by the audience reaction to. I'm like, oh, this is not going to do well. People are not going to be about this, and I enjoyed it though. I had a good time watching it, but people are not going to be about this. I did wish that the ending was the ending. They set it up for he's not the Joker. But I still wish there would have been like one big Joker thing at the end, like a big like heist or some big like he gets out of court and like one big moment where he's the Joker actually, and then he dies, and then that's it, and then you move forward. That would have been cool. I think one big.
I don't think people understood it. I don't think they understood why there was a musical going on. But if you really look at the Joker's personality, even the comic book Joker. When I think the Joker, I think Batman the animated series. But anyway, when you look at that personality, there is like a wacky, corny musical going on in his head. That was
He's
all
whimsical.
in his imagination. Yeah, whimsical, that's the word. All of that was in his imagination. And I thought it was beautifully done.
Yeah.
Jonathan, can we be friends? Me and you.
Absolutely. Pepe,
If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button.
there you go.
Pepe, it's like two different thoughts Pep Star has right there. I'm like,
I think there's a musical in
Jonathan,
Pepe's
it's
mind.
going to take some time to earn my trust.
Noted.
Show me some love.
Wow.
He's very peppy today, isn't he?
He is.
I'm gonna womp that. They didn't advertise as a musical. That's true. Joker fans don't like musicals. That could be also other thing. Be fair, that they don't really know why Joaquin quit. We don't really know why Joaquin quit either, Queen. And Joker Harley Quinn gave Gen Z kids the idea of mental illness. Yeah. Hi, Brian. Hey,
Can I mention something to Queen and about Queen real quick?
Yeah.
So I have an intern who interns with my company, and yesterday was his big presentation in his college class on what he's been doing and what the company does. And he mentioned cruise control, and he showed some screenshots from some of the episodes that he's seen. And one of the screenshots was, I think it was, Brian, when you were talking about Ironheart. Yeah, It was Ironheart. So Ironheart's on the screen, and Brian, you're talking about it, and there's a chat. The chat will sometimes put a message on the screen. Yeah. Well, it's Queen's picture, and then it says something like, "I have no desire to see Ironheart" on there. And Enrique, my intern, actually mentioned to the class, how people would participate and chats would come onto the screen and how Queen is there for every episode. And so you were mentioned in a college class in Florida yesterday, Queen, just so you know.
That's awesome. Yeah, Queen. Yeah, Queen has been here since like day one, pretty much. It's crazy. I love that she's been here the whole time. We appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate you so much.
You never know. You never know when your name's going to pop up somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Thanks for coming on to the show.
Yeah, Pep Star. Yeah, always. Yeah, good to have you, Queen. But what else did John say? John said one more thing I thought. Oh, the Gen Z kids, the idea of mental illness. I mean, there's that too. I think that, John's always going after the Gen Z kids too in the chat too. Round of applause for Queen.
Got about them. What do you got
Thank you,
against
Queen.
them?
The Gen Z kids is just the attention span, man. That's what it is. And so it's really kind of, when it comes to cinema, they're making stuff, more fast paced and stuff. And so it's good sometimes. Maybe we need that in our life. We need to pick it up a little bit, right? Pick it up in step. Like Andrew Garfield picking it up in the UK. Tom, man, I messed that up. Oh man, not Andrew Garfield wasn't there, guys. It was definitely Tobey Maguire.
There you go.
But I still feel like Tobey Maguire will be in that movie Doomsday. I don't think he'll be in Spider-Man. I'm gonna ask Sean about this tonight too. I don't think he'll be in Spider-Man. I think he's gonna be in Doomsday.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know what Doomsday is.
It's like the big one with Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom.
Oh,
You got all the Avengers. You got like Thor and everybody else back, and Ant-Man, and
they didn't cancel that because everybody was walking over to the Transformer side of things.
nope, they did not.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Walk into the Transformer side of things.
Like a lot of the Marvel people were upset at the way Disney was handling their contracts and not paying them, and so what is it, Universal or whatever, the Transformers franchise.
It'd be Paramount.
Paramount offered to pay them more money, and so a lot of them decided they would be in the new Transformers movies coming up.
Oh yeah, but that's not messing with the big Marvel money. I mean, they're paying Robert Downey Jr. $50 million a movie, so he's getting paid $100 million to do 2 movies.
Wow, can you imagine that?
No.
Something that you'd do for free anyway. Really, I mean, you love it that much. You shouldn't do it for free, but you would. They're gonna pay you $100 million. That almost sounds like a number you're just making up.
Yeah, I know. $100 million is like $50 million a movie. Okay, all right, I guess I'm coming back. I bet it was one of those things where he just said it, being like, "They're not going to pay me $100 million."
Well,
And then
maybe he
said
didn't
it.
want to do it.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's doing it, and he's like, "I'm making all this money."
The point is, he probably doesn't even need that money, but maybe he just said, I'm tired. I don't want to do another film. So, how much is it going to cost us? We want you to do the movie. He's like, I don't know, $100 million. They go, okay.
He's like, "Oh, okay."
Should have said 500 million.
Yeah, they probably would have paid it. Would Walking be a part of the new DC universe? No, Walking's done. I think he's not going to play Joker ever again. The Marvel people are moving into the horror genre. Yeah, Weapons had Wong, Thanos, and the Silver Surfer. Very true. Weapons did have all of them. And the horror is a big deal. There's a lot happening with horror, but I think that Spider-Man will be in that, though. We want to speak about horror. Let's speak about some horror, because The Conjuring, guys, is everywhere right now. I actually added it to this list, Jonathan, because there's so much Conjuring news. And I don't know why Ozzy Osbourne's here, but why not? Ozzy can be part of The Conjuring. Why can't he be, guys? We love Ozzy Osbourne. Sharon, put on I loved Ozzy Osbourne. Put on The Conjuring. Give me that sweet bat action. I don't know. But The Conjuring, guys. So Conjuring. So opening weekend was great, of course. I talked about that on the adjacent show, $189 million on like a $50 million budget. So that did great for the last one. So much so, I told you guys before that they're talking about doing a sequel. They're saying it depends on how much money they make. Spoiler alert, it made a lot of money. It's going to make a lot more money, so there'll be another one. But also they're going to do a prequel movie as well now. So they have an idea of doing a prequel movie about the same characters, Ed and Lorraine. They're going to go back in time and showcase them as well. And they had some young actors that were cast in Last Rites. Looked a lot like Vera and also Patrick. So I'm like, just use those people again. They look really close to them. It was really actually very fantastic casting. And then also they're doing an HBO Max series as well. So there's a series coming about The Conjuring as well. They don't have much details about that. But, apparently they're going to have they didn't say who's going to come back for or who's going to be cast, but it might follow the original family. It might follow the new upcoming group, which they kind of debuted in this new movie too. Of course, their daughter Judy and her fiance were kind of like at the forefront of this movie. But there's a lot of Conjuring. It was like Conjuring. They're talking about doing an Annabelle movie again, another Annabelle one. Boy. And so that's coming back up because Annabelle was a big part of that movie, and people were freaking out about Annabelle. So a lot of Conjuring news. I just kept, yesterday was just like, bam, 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 bam. I'm not surprised. I woke up to the Annabelle thing. I wouldn't be surprised if we end the show and it says we've already picked up the next Conjuring movie for sure,
Yeah. Last time I was on the show, we talked about Robert the Doll. I'm surprised they didn't make a Robert the Doll movie.
Yeah.
Or did they?
I bet. I don't think they did.
They should.
It'll be coming. You watch and watch.
Absolutely should.
because that's a creepy idea too, Jonathan. You gotta like talk to him and ask him permission and have that moment with him. I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all.
I'd watch the movie. I have no desire to actually go to the museum or wherever he is in Key West and experience that. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're not that
I'm
far
good.
away. Why would you go say hi?
I mean, it's further than you think. It's probably a good 6-7 hours.
Oh, okay. That'd be like me going to San Francisco for a weekend. Not gonna happen. You know,
I mean, okay.
it's about 6-hour drive.
Yeah, but it's a lot more fun there than in Key West. You'd
I
think
don't know.
Key West is a great time. There's not a lot going on.
Really? I've never been to Key West.
I've only been there for
Keys.
business. Only been there for business, and it's what you see on the news. Like that's the only area where there's something going on. And it's only on certain nights. I don't know. Let's
Yeah.
talk about something else.
Yeah,
I'm boring
most actors
myself.
got their start in horror. True, John. And Queen said, and Jurassic World, Black Widow headlined that one too. You're right. Like they've been moving on to, they move on to other stuff. And of course, I don't think Scarlett Johansson will ever come back to Marvel. I think maybe she'll make a cameo, but I think she said she was like, I'm done. I'm over it. Like really over it. I believe her more than anybody else.
I think money talks.
You're right.
I think money
does
talks.
talk. Again, Robert Downey Jr. is back, so $100 million. They're not going to pay her. I mean, like they pay her maybe $5 million to make an appearance. You know, I could see it $5 million, but like he's like the main pin. He's like the main character in both those movies. So I don't think she'd come back for a main character role. But maybe if they paid her that much money, maybe.
The things I would do for $5 million, I can't mention on TikTok. I mean, I would do anything.
And Queen said, I thought this one showed Annabelle too much. Yeah, Annabelle's in a bunch in this one too. When you say last, it never is the last in a horror film. It's always the beginning. Yeah, really good point, John. This one had too many jump scares and fake scares. Robert the Doll and Tubi. We can watch him apparently on Tubi. Robert the Doll. There's a movie.
There's a movie about him. Okay.
That's
Trying
what
to log
John
into-
says.
To TikTok here.
She sued Disney Marvel and she's never coming back. I didn't think about that too. Scarlett Johansson did sue over the Widow movie, the Black Widow movie. She sued them because she said she wasn't getting her fair cut because they didn't bring it to theaters. They did this direct to streaming thing during the pandemic. And so she sued them and they settled. And you know what? Usually when that happens, you don't work for the mouse again. It doesn't happen. You know?
I believe that, but I also think, there's a way if Disney can make hundreds of millions of dollars off of her, I feel like they'd at least take a shot at it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And John says, Jonathan, you said something Mike would say. Yeah, Mike always says things that he shouldn't say on TikTok. So you said there's stuff that I could say, but I can't say on TikTok. Mike would be pen to the tration. And I'd be like, Mike, you can't say that on TikTok. You know what I mean? Then he said like four times in a row. He said like 4 times in a row. He's like, that word can be used for a lot of different things. And I'm like, but Mike,
What are you guys talking about?
he just used it in the actual like, he used it in different text. You know, it wasn't that he was talking about that. He's like, that doesn't mean what you think it means, Brian. Yes, it can mean that, but it also, he went off this whole tangent and he kept saying, I'm like, Mike, you're not helping the algorithm. It's AI. It's AI. It doesn't care. And here's the word. It goes.
He does have a point. Does AI not pay any attention to context?
I don't think so. I think it just looks for the words and it hears that words. It's like when you say 4547's name or the oil man, it like kind of changes you in the algorithm, you know?
Whale man.
It's
The first time you said that to me, I'm thinking, Brian, it's been a while since I've seen The Wizard of Oz, but I believe the character is the Tin Man, and he asks for the oil can.
This is definitely the oil man. Definitely the oil man. Taking care of that all the time, every day, selling out everywhere. AI is Gen Z. Yeah, Mike is funny, Queen. Mike does say some stuff sometimes. I'm like, oh man, they definitely don't care about context. Nope, they definitely don't care about context. So do not say
for my song.
Dude, you got to talk to him about it. Be like, hey man, I want that song.
I don't know how to talk to him. I don't have his contact information.
Oh, I thought I'd give you his number.
When?
I'll reshare it after this.
Sweet.
I can do it right now. Watch this. We're live on TikTok, so people know that I'm a man of my word. I'm going to send it right now
Okay.
to Jonathan, right here and now. Let me go to his contact.
I have no idea what I'd use a song for, but I'll figure it out once I have it.
That's what it comes down to. You just gotta go for it. Mike, this is his right here. I'm
Now,
gonna
has he
share.
written songs for other shows and other
Nope, just Cruise
programs,
Control.
things like that? Really?
Yeah,
So he doesn't do
just
that professionally. He just said, yeah, I'll make the music for you, and
yeah.
he's that good at it.
Sent. But he does it for his own fun. He does it for his own fun now. His brother does music, and so his brother is like always recording stuff. So maybe that's where he got the itch from. His brother. So yeah. So,
Interesting. I think he could make some serious money doing that.
Yeah, he could. He probably could. I think he's good at it. He's like messing around, changing he writes all the lyrics and all this stuff too. And he's a writer. So I mean, Mike's written a lot of stuff. He's he went to school for religious studies. What a crazy thing.
What?
Too. Yeah, religious studies. Yeah,
I guess I'm learning new stuff about Mike too.
It's a deep rabbit hole, Mr. Mike Casey.
So what? He wanted to be a priest?
Nope. He just wanted to learn about religion, and he thought it'd be a fun context to have, and he didn't really know what he was going to do, so he just learned about religion. As a writer, he thought it was interesting.
That is interesting. You could say, Jonathan, I'll give you 100,000 guesses as to what Mike's major in college was. I don't think I'd hit it.
Yep, religious studies. I know. That's why every time there's a topic that comes into religion and all, I try to bring it up and go to him on it. I'm like, so Mike, from the religious aspect, and like I don't always say it out loud, but once in a while I'll be like, for context, Mike's degree is in religious studies.
Wow. Queen says her parents were loyal churchgoers.
Yeah.
I have nothing against it, really. I just had no idea that was. Are we talking about the same Mike?
Yeah. My parents are still very avid churchgoers. My father says the rosary like 4 times a day. I'm like, I don't know.
Really?
He said he sits by his computer and just like he's singing in Latin and stuff like that. Yeah.
He's singing in Latin.
Yeah. I know.
That's a skill.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. That wasn't happening when I was young. So he just picked that up later in life, I guess. Out of nowhere. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Good for him. Good for him.
Watch Mike is quietly working for the Conjuring films. That'd be awesome if he was.
Ooh.
Can you imagine? Another devil kind of show though is Amityville, guys, which we're getting another one.
Yes.
You guys want some more Amityville horror? We're getting another reboot on that, guys. That's right. Based in the 1976. Amityville horror. I'll be like Porky Pig for a second. Amityville horror. But again, this has been redone a few times now. I feel like we've had sequels, we've had remakes, we have reboots. The Ryan Reynolds one in 2005 was pretty big. Of course, good old Ryan Reynolds. There was like a 2017 version like called The Awakening with Bella Thorne. There was also McKenna Grace was in there too, which she's kind of blown up in the years ever since Ghostbusters as well. But they're doing another one, guys. Get ready for another one. And then the thing is about too, it's like the person that's actually directing this did Annabelle in 2017, The Creation. He did Shazam. He also did Shazam, Fear of the Gods.
Shazam.
Oh, Shazam.
I'm thinking Kazam.
Oh yeah, that Kazam.
I'm like, why would they ever use that guy again?
Kazam. Would Ryan Reynolds be a part of it? I don't think he is. A complete reboot too.
Do you remember Kazam?
I remember Kazam.
O'Neal?
What was the one? It was like Kazam, and then there was another one that's like the Mandela effect that people thought existed. The one with what's his? Oh man, the one with. There's another one that's not Kazam, but it's something else like that. There's a genie one, but it had Sinbad in it, which is not real.
Wait, Sinbad did play a genie.
No, he never did. It's apparently like a whole. Okay, so Sinbad genie movie, often called Shazam, is a widespread false memory, an example of the Mandela effect. It never happened.
What?
Which I remember it too. The Mandela effect's a crazy thing. I remember Sinbad. I always think about Sinbad was a genie. People are like, no, there was Kazam. There was never Sinbad as a genie.
Maybe it's because he always kind of looked like a genie. Because he had like the goatee and he had the earring. He always kind of looked a little magical, a little gypsy-esque. So
we all just kind of put that together. Maybe. Mandela effect is crazy sometimes. Rewriting the Matrix, guys. It's a crazy rabbit hole. It is, John. Crazy rabbit hole. And Queens has the original Amityville on DVD. Awesome, Queen. I don't know if I've seen the first one, but it's been a long time. I have to go back and watch again. Yeah, no, you're going on this rabbit hole now, Jonathan. I can tell. You're looking at it like, this is not real. What else is not real? Like
But
the
I
cornucopia.
remember him playing a genie. I also very much remember the Shaquille O'Neal movie Kazam, which wasn't as bad as everybody says it was,
Yeah.
but it's fun to refer to it as a bad movie. It's actually pretty decent, I think.
I don't mind Kazam either. Kazam was fun. Get it, Shaq, right? I'm not hating on Shaq for that. Not at all. Don't hate on Shaq for that. Don't do it. Did Sinbad ever do a comedy sketch where he played a genie? Maybe that happened. Maybe it happened.
I just cannot believe that Sinbad never played a genie. I don't know. I did sit near him on a plane once. He was very chill.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I mean, that's nothing compared to your celebrity stories.
Oh, my
You know,
celebrity stories are all over
you've
the
got all
place.
these interactions and anecdotes and real conversations. I'm like, I sat like 3 rows behind him on a plane.
I'm just like, I'm getting in with these. I'm like talking to people about crazy stuff all the time. I don't know. You know, I used to meet a lot of people doing this job, you know, being out here in LA. It's just LA. It's LA life. You get on set at all, you're meeting everybody, you know? And I'm a very outgoing person. I hold back a little bit on set because, you know, it's like a whole thing, you know my place, but also, you know, make my jokes and get in and get out. But there's you know, there's etiquette you got to follow on set, of course.
Yeah.
You know?
And the same thing is true. My gig on ABC. There are celebrities that come in and they're guests on the show. And yeah, you get to interact with them, but everybody's there to do a job. And soon you realize that they're just regular people who, you know, achieved something great, but they're not angels. They're not, you know, I don't know what you call it, superheroes ever. They're people that got lucky.
The people, yep, they still get up in the morning and have a cup of coffee like us, and they move about their day. You know,
Yeah.
they're morning people, they're night people, same as we are. But
Right.
that's why it's always funny though. Sometimes there's like some of it gets to their head, some of them don't. You know, just depends on the person. It really does. Speaking of reboots, Kristen Dunst says she has nothing to do with Bring It On and the new Bring It On. Yeah, I can see that. I can see a new Bring It On just being like a young kids again, young cheerleaders, and call it a day. You know.
Yeah, I never saw that. I missed that one.
Yeah, you never saw Bring It On?
No.
It's already been brought in. They've done so many sketches about it too.
Yeah.
All right, not for Jonathan. It's okay, Jonathan. It's not for me either, but you know, I saw. So, and Queen met several celebrities at Comic-Con conventions. I believe that, Queen. A lot of them go there.
Oh,
A lot of them go there.
Comic-Con so bad. I've never been to anything like that.
Me either. I want to go. We keep talking about it, like bringing the whole panel of people from Cruise Control and going. Like that would be fun. Technically, we could get press badges. Technically, because
Wait
we
a minute.
are like a whole thing.
Who's in charge of booking those people? Because if it's GR, I'll never be there. I'll never get there. I'll never get there.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Before you got into Michelle was here a little bit ago. Michelle coined a new phrase for GR.
Okay.
I gotta put it on a T-shirt. So you know, GR always drinks Gatorade, right?
And vodka, yeah.
And you also know that GR hates a lot of things, right?
Yes.
And so it's been coined that GR drinks Haterade all day long.
Well done. Yeah,
I
well
know.
done.
I like it, Haterade. Yesterday he was on, and every time I ask him a question, he's like, I hate this. This is BS. And then the chat's like, more Haterade from GR. More.
I mean,
Don't
every neighbor,
laugh.
every neighborhood
GR.
has to have, what was that guy's name from Mr. Wilson? From
Wilson, yeah.
Menace, right? Every neighborhood's got to have one, and the Cruise Control community is proudly served by our resident Mr. Wilson.
Yeah,
the,
he's
Parched Papa.
the
GR.
parched papa. Yeah, and then he has to battle the Pep Star all the time too. You know, that's what happens.
No comment.
You know, okay, Pep Star.
I do enjoy those arguments. I really
Yeah.
do. And I've told
Sometimes
you
they go
before,
off the rails. Sometimes, and I'm like, whoa, guys, whoa.
I think it's great entertainment, and you should just let them go.
I wasn't aware that you were an expert on this subject. Please enlighten me. Please
All right.
continue. Yeah.
I will. I
See,
think.
he's sassy. He's sassy.
Well, I mean, of course he is.
Yeah, he is.
Give me a hot dog.
All right.
What did he say?
Peppy?
Give me a hot dog.
Yeah, there you go. We all love GR. We do love GR. GR's great. We love GR. He's hilarious, Queen.
Will
I
Pepe be
already go to
live
this
with
once.
us again on Friday as well?
Yes, he will. Pepe's always, he'll be there. He'll be hanging
Right
out.
on.
Friday's a
Right
big
on.
day. Friday's a big day. So we'll find out Friday about the election. So while we're
Ah.
live, I'll probably find out. So this is going to be I'll be super excited or I'll be super intoxicated or maybe both. I don't know.
I mean, look, if you do win, that's
Yeah.
great, and now the real work begins.
It does.
If you don't win, that's also okay because now you know where to start and you've got plenty of time before the next one.
Yes.
And you can also start looking at other ways to represent. That's not the only
No.
office to be held.
There's more options. And also the one thing I'll say is like I've been screaming about the pension and the health, and I was in multiple meetings now where a lot of people are saying we have to fix the pension and the health. So if anything, maybe I started something there that people are listening about it, because I went to a meeting and it was like every new person that was running for the board was like, we have to fix the pension and the health. We have to fix the pension and the health. And even and of course, Chuck was put out his stuff. He was like, he asked me, he goes, what's the most important thing for you? And I'm like, the pension and the health. He's like, really? I'm like, that matters to the people the most. And so we got to fix that with AI, of course, but pension and health. And he started screaming about it too. So, we'll see. Hopefully whoever gets in there, they do that.
And everybody at the meeting knew that you were running, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And did you take a moment to actually ask them, to straight up ask them for their vote?
I said, not straight up ask them because they're all weird about that. They're all mad that I was there at first, but I did take a moment to win them over. That's what I did.
Who was mad? Who was mad?
Well, I'm against, I'm going against the grind. People are like, you're going outside the box. It's not how it's supposed to be. Like, you're not supposed to be like running by yourself and saying these things out loud. And so I got a little bit of hate. Like Sean Astin was in that interview and that Zoom meeting, and I saw him pop. I'm like, ooh, Sean Astin. Maybe, and he looked like upset. He popped in and out in 10 minutes. He was gone. And then my competition was there, Jolie Fisher. She popped in too, and she stayed for like 30 or 40 minutes, and she did a little speech, and she bounced. And I was hoping that I have a moment, but then they let me talk last. And because I'm like, I raised my hand, and they're like, Brian's probably got a lot to say. Wait for Brian last. And it was like 5 minutes left in the Zoom. And I spoke for like 15. And then we spoke for like 30 minutes after that. We were all bouncing back questions and working on stuff. So we stayed a lot longer. And then someone said in the comment, they're like, Sam Wise, yep. And then someone said in the comments, the whole thing should have been this. Like, why wasn't the whole Zoom conversation what you guys have been doing for the last 45 minutes? And I'm like, this is what's going to be like if Brian Kruse is your president.
Oh, you got a recording of that?
They put it online, yeah.
You should edit that to suit your means, your
You're right. I should download it because a lot of them were like, yeah, that's great, Brian. That's great. And I'm like, everything I was saying, because I came in hot a little bit, but very to the point. I got a little hate. A couple people were like really giving me some crap, like, oh, don't want to listen to you. And I'm like, it seems like people are listening to me right now.
Why would somebody go out of their way to
What's up, Eric?
message you or send you something negative like that?
I don't know. Because that's the world we live in, Jonathan. It's the world we live in. People just want to hate. They're drinking that haterade.
It's just like, how much free time must a person have to see somebody who wants to make a difference, wants to, impact the acting community, and has an idea and is running for an office? And they're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look up this guy's information. What do I want to say? And then they type it out. Maybe they misspelled something. They're hitting back.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how much time do they have?
Takes a lot of time for that. A lot of time and
I don't
effort.
get it.
Thank you for the tater tots there, John. It's like GR's like, if I win though, Monday morning I'm going in. GR's like, I'm gonna get the Cadillac out. I'm gonna drive in, Mr. President. I was like, oh man, we're gonna go live on TikTok doing this, right?
Oh, that would be so cool.
Coming into the SAG building the very first day, coming live
what?
on TikTok.
Even if you don't win, you should
Yeah.
still act as if you did. Get in the Cadillac, head to the office, and be the very first appointment of whoever takes that role. If it's you, then your first appointment should be live on TikTok just like this, making your, what do you call that? Opening statement, your announcement. But if you don't, go there and be the very first person that president speaks to.
Yeah. Well,
Why
the thing
not?
is, they won't be in office. If Jolie Fisher wins, she won't go to the office day one. They never go to the office. I don't even know if there's even an office for them because the SAG president is pretty much just never doing the job. And that's why I'd be they do the social mixers and all that, but like there's an actual office person that runs it, and that's not the SAG president, which I would change that. I'm like, I'm sorry, make room. I need an office because I'm the president and the people need me here. So I'd change that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Julie Fisher I'm running against. And Julie Fisher is, Carrie Fisher's sister. She's our national treasure right now. That's what I'm running against. And so that's like my big competition. So
is she the only other person running for the LA?
That's the thing. There's one more person. Who also is running for the national treasurer, which I'm just like, Peter Antico. So he's kind of bowed out a little bit, like he's still on the ballot, but he started supporting me. And so that's why I say, like, he started pushing all my stuff in his movement because he's with Chuck, and they started pushing all my stuff for SAG president here. So, yeah.
I mean, it could happen, dude. It really could happen.
It could happen. I'll be live on TikTok, and this will be rebranded, Kickin with Kruse office hours, live from the SAG building. And I will be there in the morning, every morning with my cup of coffee with that big background. And it'll change when I eventually move to the new building 5 minutes away from here, because that's going to be happening as fast as possible. Because I don't want to drive down the Wilshire, and we already paid for this building. So like it's right here,
Yeah. Queen says she remembers that the nanny was SAG president for a while, but she was the national president.
National, yeah. And she's stepping down. She's almost done. She'll be done next week. So she's about to be done on Monday. That'll be it.
Wow.
We'll find out soon. Yeah. The nanny. What's crazy? She's like worth $20 million, which I wouldn't think that. I know. I wouldn't think that, but I don't know how but her net worth's like $20 million. So good on her.
You know what it probably is? She did well, obviously, financially when she was a TV star.
Yeah.
And maybe she planned with her money invested in other things, real estate.
Residuals.
Residuals as well.
They played the hell out of that show.
For years and years, right? But it couldn't just be based on the show. I mean, she must have invested somewhere, or bought real estate, or did something that caused a return. Yeah,
you would think so. I don't know what it is, but there's something. Because I was shocked by like $20 million. No wonder she's doing well. And she's starting to act again too. So she's getting herself back out there already. I saw there's a new movie she's coming out in.
What movie?
I saw there's a new movie.
She was the nanny. Was she like the grandma now?
It was like a serious film too.
Really?
I saw it pop up, and I was like, what? She's in a serious role? I'll find out. I'll find out very quickly. Okay. Timothy Chalamet's in it. It's an A24 movie. Marty Supreme.
What is that?
That's like a new big Chalamet movie where he plays this tennis player, ping pong person.
I want to be in some of these pitch meetings.
Chalamet's playing ping pong
with the nanny.
With the nanny.
And
I think
they're like,
his mother.
Here's $150 million to make this movie? Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I think she plays his mother. It takes place in the 50s, based off a true story, but a ping pong culture war, and how he revolutionized it. This Marty Supreme revolutionized ping pong. It's like based on Marty Supreme, Queen, yeah. Not Tim. That's what John says. Chalamet. The nanny had Brad Pitt in a Saturday Night Fever. Bit part. Sorry, I got Brad Pitt in my mind. Had a bit part in Saturday Night Fever. I read that completely wrong, Queen. She had Brad Pitt. That's probably because she's been talking about her love life these days. Yeah, she's been saying that she got all these gentlemen callers. All of them.
Shambon.
Yeah, Pep Star.
Good for her.
Yeah, good for her. But yeah, so she's Marty Supreme, working on Marty Supreme. I definitely think that there's other big projects coming forward, like this Dust Bunny project. You see the trailer for Dust Bunny? Anybody out there? This looks really cool. Really cool. Mads Mikkelsen, guys. I love this guy. He is so talented. He was great over in, of course, when they did, he recast Harry Potter. They recast, I should say, Dumbledore in Fantastic Beasts. It wasn't Dumbledore. No, it was Dumbledore's other half. I don't know. It was Johnny Depp before, and they recast him with Mads Mikkelsen. Grindelwald. Yeah, Grindelwald. Pepe Hyper. Yeah, Pepe's had the Nero gum all day, man. He's chewing that Nero gum. He has the mints. He can't have gum. But Dust Bunny is coming. It's a horror drama led by Mads Mikkelsen, right? The world premiere came out. They had a world premiere at the, everything's been happening at these, like the Toronto Film Festival recently. There's been a bunch happening there. We had the Cannes one. We have Toronto now going on, but it's coming out December 5th. And it introduces Mads Mikkelsen. He's a hitman who was hired by a young girl who believes that her parents have been eaten by a monster under her bed. And together they will have to confront each other's monsters. And the trailer is really cool. It's really interesting. It's like supernatural. Is there a monster? It feels like there's a monster. They go into this whole different realm. And he's like a hitman that has to take out a monster and help bring her parents back. It's an interesting concept. Mads Mikkelsen.
Never heard of this. Never heard of it, and I don't know this name you keep saying.
Dust Bunny. Mads Mikkelsen? This is Mads Mikkelsen.
Either of them.
That's Mads right there.
He looks familiar.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. Dust Bunny, yep. Maybe they should just invest in a vacuum cleaner. I like that.
Hey-o.
Oh, you know what's funny is Ant-Man Quantumania. They're because they have all these hidden, like, they want to say, they don't want to put Ant-Man on stuff. So they have like code names for the production. And Ant-Man Quantumania was Dust Bunny because he's a tiny little character. He shrinks down to like a dust bunny.
Oh, I get it.
Right, there he was. Yeah,
That's very clever. Why do they do that with films, do you think? Give them those working titles.
It's just because they have the yellow signs to get you to set. They don't want to say Ant-Man on them. They do it for, of course, the call sheet gets out. You don't know what movie it is actually and where they're out shooting. That's why they don't put like big time actors.
Security thing?
Yeah, security. It's security. They don't want fans and stuff following up. Marvel does it so you don't get pictures and plot leak out, so they do it for that too.
Okay.
So, yeah. He was also, Queen said he was in Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny. Did you see the last Indiana Jones?
I think so.
He was the main villain in there.
Oh.
He always plays a villain.
Yeah. I think I did see that.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Scream is famous for that. Yeah, I hate dust bunnies, Queen says. I hate dust bunnies too. They're all over the place. And then Pep Star eats all the dust bunnies. And I just hate that too. I'm like, Pepe, that's not food. It's not food,
Someone
man.
mute his microphone. Just cut that shit off.
Pepe. I told you can't eat that. I don't know. You got to watch out for this guy. He's a little salty.
The mouth on that guy.
Yeah, it's true.
Loose lips sink ships.
All right, buddy. He's definitely good at villains. He's great at villains. But anyways, Dust Bunny looks good, Jonathan. Yeah, you should watch a trailer. You might enjoy it.
You know what? I might check that out. It sounds like the kind of movie I might be into.
Yeah. Well, speaking about villains, though, guys, for $3.6 million, would you buy Darth Vader's lightsaber? That's my question, because somebody did. $3.6 million. The most ever at auction sold for Star Wars memorabilia ever. The biggest price point ever sold. Guys, it's from The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi. So it's the original like OG lightsaber that, of course, James Earl Jones never touched because it wasn't James Earl Jones in the suit. But it was Darth Vader's lightsaber. Maybe he did touch it one day. He probably did. Yeah. I mean, if I were James Earl Jones, I want to be like, give me my lightsaber. Like, how do you not get it? How do you not get it? But $3.6 million, that's insane. It's a lot of money for a replica that doesn't even like go. Well worth the price, Queen says.
Money is wasted on the rich.
I mean, also you think about Nick Cage is buying dinosaur bones. So that's like his thing.
That's cooler than a movie prop. I mean, I get it. It's a huge movie prop. It's iconic. I get it. But $3.6 million?
$3.6 million.
Unless
What's up,
you're
Ron
going to
Todd?
sell it later for $4.6 million, then I don't know. Why is
Hey,
it
that's only gonna go up in value, Jonathan.
I guess so. And you know what? Maybe if you got that kind of money, it's like if you and I spent $36 on it, maybe it's not such a big deal. I don't know.
Queen said she would steal that lightsaber. That's where she's at. That's how. Oops. What's up, Ron Todd? How you doing? Ronald Todd Woodward, guys. Shout out to Ronald Todd in the chat.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any piece of movie memorabilia that I would spend like that much money on.
Yeah.
I don't think there is. I don't think it exists.
Kenneth is on 2. He's on 2, Ronald. He's on floor 2. You get up off the elevator. You go straight down the hall. It's on your left at the end. No problem.
What? What's going on?
I'm helping Ronald find out where to go. You got the elevator on, take a left, walk straight down the hallway, and it's the last door on the left. Bam. I think he must have. Judy Ruby skips. Oh, Ronald would pay. Well, he would go for the slippers from the Wizard of Oz. He said that he would go for that. That would be one thing he would want.
I mean, okay. Yeah. Maybe,
There's nothing at all?
I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe the lamp that Steve Martin says he needs in The Jerk. It's like, I don't need anything else.
Yeah.
I'm good. I need this lamp. Like, that would be fun. But then I'd actually like plug it in and use it when people come hang out. I'd be like, hey, you see that lamp over there?
Right.
That's
You know
what
what that's
Steve
from?
Martin used.
You know what I would
Steve
take?
Martin.
I would want the DeLorean from Back to the Future. That's what I would want.
Would you drive it around?
Hell yeah, I would. And I would jam to the Power of Love the whole time. I'm like,
That
or
used to
Back in
be-
Time.
Power of Love used to be my jam song before an audition or before a gig. I would put that in the car driving to the job.
That's the power of love.
Yep.
Or the lamp from Christmas Vacation, the Christmas Story. Ronald says that too. Ronald said he touched the lamp one time from Christmas Story. And also he said that people would go for the ruby red slippers, which they do. Those have gone on for auctions too. There's like 7 pairs of there or something like that. And they've been all over the place. They were like lost. And there was a pair someone stole at one point. People went nuts about it. Queen says she met the suit actor of Darth Vader, a nice Englishman named Dave Prowse. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but he thought he was going to be the voice of Darth Vader. And then like he did all of it during the shooting, and then they replaced his voice later. He had no idea. Isn't that
What?
crazy?
No,
Yeah,
I
isn't
did
that
not
crazy?
know that.
Oh, Ron touched DeLorean. I wish I touched DeLorean. Yeah, that's a crazy story, right? And so, like, he had no idea they shot the whole first movie, and then he got James Earl Jones to come over and dub him over.
So oh, hey Ron. So wait, so this guy shows up like at the premiere.
Yeah,
He's
he
like, hey
probably did-
everybody, it's me, Darth Vader. Yeah, thank you. You wouldn't know it, but I'm the guy. And then they watch it, and it's somebody else. It's James
Yeah.
Earl Jones.
yeah, James Earl Jones. See you,
Oh,
Ronald.
no.
Yeah, right. I can't even imagine. I don't know. I wonder if he was at the premiere. I wonder if he even went. I can imagine a situation like that. They were like, "Oh, you don't have to come," But no, it was a small thing. The first one, so I'd imagine everybody was there. I think about the first one. They didn't really know it was going to be that smash hit it was. I still think the most genius thing about Star Wars is didn't that happen to you, Kruse? Well, I have. I've been dubbed over. It happened to me in a way. I was the voice of Colosso on Thundermans. So yeah, it did happen to me. David was 6'6". Yeah, R.I.P. He was great. But yeah, I did Thundermans, and I was the whole first season. I was the voice of Dr. Colosso, the rabbit. I actually puppeteered his mouth, and I was like, "Man, how's it going, guys? Hey, Max, how you doing? I'm gonna come over to your house. I'm gonna poop in your pillowcase." And I did it for like a whole season. And then they're like, "We love what you did, Brian. We're gonna have, I think I've told you that, Jonathan. They're like, we love what you
you
did.
did.
We're gonna have Master Shake do it instead." And it's like, God, guys, I hate
That
it.
is.
It's a lot of work too.
Why would they do that? Like, that's the real question. Why?
Yeah. I don't know. Because even even doing it, like I was moving the mouth and they were so particular that the words looked like they matched up to what I was saying as we were doing it. So like if I didn't do it completely like mouth moving the right time, they'd have me go again. So like,
must
like,
be a
"Hey, Max,
contract.
how you doing today?
There's got to be, and if there isn't, then we need to create one for you next time you do this, where it says
Yeah.
in your contract that you can't be replaced like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you are, then you should be paid
Residuals.
as if, well, residuals, yes, but also as if you had done the voice.
Yeah. It would be great if even if it was just your paycheck for those days, and those days would have to be a principal contract or something. There should be something, because that happens to a lot of people where you do it for like a whole season and they just do that to you. I thought they were just going to give it to me. I did the run throughs. People were always laughing. People were like excited about what I was doing. Like they'd write stuff based off what I was going to say. They'd add lines that I would do because I'd improv a little bit once in a while. It just started happening because it's me. And so I started adding stuff once in a while. I'm like, and then they'd start laughing. I'm like, I guess we're going to use that,
Did
So-
your agent have anything to say about this?
No, not at all. Nothing. They were just like, nothing. No.
What a joke. That's
Dude,
a joke of an
it's-
agent. Is that still your agent? Better
No,
not.
no, I have no agent right now. I have no agent because my last agent got me because they said there's not enough work for white guys. Which what they really should have said is there's not enough work in general, but that's the words they use. And then that agent was fired too from that company because that company is pretty much gone away now. They've been laying people off. So yeah, so Brian's floating. But you know what? I've been floating because the election, like theoretically, I shouldn't be acting if you're saying president. So I'm waiting to find out about that. And if I don't win, then I'll get on Rapunzel and I'll look for a new agent.
Yeah.
You know, we'll go from there.
What's the point?
It is Queen.
I'm going to get started. When an agent takes you on to represent you, that agent is not saying to you, I'm going to get you all the work, right? That's not really what they're saying at this level, right? It's a partnership. It's a partnership. They should not be dropping you because there isn't enough work for whatever your type is. They should be on the phone with you saying, hey, this is turning out to be a little more difficult than we had initially expected. I'm going to make some phone calls. I'm going to do some things. If I do that, just so you know, I might need to raise my fees a little bit. Doesn't mean it's coming out of your paycheck, but if it's normally going to pay $10,000, I might charge the client $15,000 and you'll still get your 10 or whatever, but that's because I'm going to keep working for you even if I never get paid again. I'm going to keep trying to get this stuff going for you, but I need to make money too, so we're going to do this together. And you know, you build something with your talent, and then you charge the producers, you charge the people who are purchasing talent, so that you, the agent or manager, can sustain yourself to help that talent. But you don't take money from the talent, and you sure as heck don't just drop them when things get tough.
Yeah.
Let's say you hit it super big and you had a $20 million contract and you called up that agent and said, hey, it's been fun, but there's just not a lot of work for low to mid-level agents right now. So,
which is what my agent was. It was small.
They'd be all, but they'd be all upset.
Yeah.
If you dropped them. I
had a boutique agency. Honestly, I know Ronald said like it comes down to the agency who drops you, but it was literally like theatrical agent, commercial agent, print agent, and there's only 3 of them there. You know what I mean? So he dropped me, and then they dropped me on commercial and print. So it must have been a whole conversation with all of them. And it's funny. I went and saw them, and we had a whole meeting. You know, maybe 6 months before that. They're like, oh, we like the look. It's different. It's great. They go, you look, this is a whole thing. I did new pictures, all that. And then, you know, the business has been hurting. It really has been hurting. But also it's like, yeah, we're all hurting though. So can we stick it in? Can we hunker down or we can't? They couldn't hunker down. So that's what it was. And then Killian said David Prowse trained Christopher Reeve. Yeah. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Darth Vader trained Christopher Reeve. And I always do Christopher Reeves too. I always make it plural. I don't know why I do it, but I always do it too. Christopher Reeve.
Wait, it's Reeve. It's not Reeves.
Reeve. It's Reeve, not Reeves. Yeah. There might be a Mandela effect too. Maybe.
Are we talking about Superman?
Yeah. We just blew Jonathan's mind right now, guys.
Spell it.
Reeve. Christopher Reeve.
S.
No S. Christopher Reeve. Yeah, I know, right? Maybe is that a Mandela effect thing? Anybody out there? The first Superman shot in England at Pinewood Studios. So much stuff shot at Pinewood Studios. Oh my God, we're still in this together. Yes, a lot of British actors in that film. Sad the way Hollywood actors. Yeah. It's really sad what happens to all the actors out here too. Will Smith originally. Look at this. He's looking it up. He saw it. Yeah, he did. He did originally choose. He turned it down. You're right. John, he turned down Matrix. Yeah. It's a company. It's commonly misspelled, Killian says too. And George Reeves played Superman on television. So maybe that's why we do it, Queen said too, that part. So it was George Reeves, then Christopher Reeve.
That could be.
And, you know, yeah, thanks for all the love out there, guys. Appreciate you. Always like, follow, share, help. Welcome to the Entertainment Nation, guys.
The what now? I like that. That was good.
Nation.
Yes.
That's what we are. We're the Entertainment Nation, man. Just rolls off the tongue, right?
With President Kruse.
President Kruse. There we go. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is it
might be next week.
Or Kruse?
Kruse.
Kruse. Like a truce.
A truce. Yeah, Kruse.
It's not like Tom Cruise.
Everybody always makes it Kruse. but it's Kruse.
This is a mind-blowing day.
Getting you all the time.
Wow. Don't tease me. Don't tease me, Brian.
I want more X-Men all the time. What's up, Justin? Brian, what is a stand-in considered in the business? A stand-in is an actor or a rehearsal actor who fills in for the actor when they aren't on set. So it could be for lighting, direction, blocking, when the actor is going through hair and makeup, going through wardrobe. They'll usually run the scene first, maybe once. Sometimes not. Sometimes the stand-in just hops on set, works with the director, blocks out the whole scene, works out the camera. Then the actor comes in and you say, hey, this is where you're going. Here's your marks, where you land for each position, and they're going to shoot.
Is it considered a talent position?
It's not really. I mean, it's an actor position. You're an actor, so yes, you are technically, but they still group it into like the background world. So as if you're a background actor. Yeah, which is one thing I want to change. That's why I want to rename it rehearsal actor, and I want to raise the rate. And I think it should be an understudy type position, and also a position where you actually get more experience, technical side, so that when you actually get that acting role, you're even better. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Blowing your mind all day today.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Who's trying to tell anybody that a stand-in is the same as background?
Our contracts and everybody that's ever been in charge, and the producers look at it that way too. That's why they think we're like a moving prop sometimes. So I said in my speech, I get treated like a moving prop, like I'm replaceable all the time, because people, they just think that it's just a stand-in. Just a stand-in.
What's the pay like for a stand-in?
Well, right now the base bone rate is like I think it's $263 for 8. So for 8 hours, then you get time and a half after 8.
Okay. Is that the going rate for background as well?
Background's about 120, 130.
So
No, 220. 230. It's barely any difference, like $50 difference between a stand-in and background rate. Yeah, right? Now on commercials, it's a lot more money. On commercial, it's like $500 for 8 on a commercial. But in the contracts, you don't have to have a stand-in unless the actor requests one. That's like when I did the commercial for Adam Brody, he requested me. And it was like all this whole thing, you know. It's like, oh, yeah, he requested you. But, you know, that's a little better. The photo double rate on TV, theatrical, the photo double rate's $263. On a commercial, it's $700.
Well, I mean, that's why I like commercials.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Do you ever negotiate your rates?
Yes. It's hard to do, but once in a while. When you work for someone for a while, because productions will say, we're not using you. If you won't take scale, we're not using you. You're replaced. So if you work on a show for multiple seasons, you can start getting your rate higher. Like I got a raise on Melissa and Joey. I did 5 seasons. You know, I got a raise on Thundermans. I got an extra day actually out of it. So usually on multi-cam shows, I'll hire a stand-in for 3 days and then one stand-in for 5 days. So usually like the main cast gets 5 days if you're like the main number 1 or 2, and the rest of the people, like the family or wherever else, the neighbors and stuff like that, they'll get 3 days. And the first day you come in is a rehearsal day, so you see the whole production be put together. You get 1 day where you get to watch it all, and then 2 days of shooting. So you find your blocking out on that Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday you have to actually work out the scenes.
I think it's very different in LA than in the Southeast, because scale is something that every job starts at, but it doesn't mean that you gotta accept it.
Yeah, you don't have to. Stand-ins are important, Queen says. Yes, they are. And sometimes actors aren't always available to do a shot. That happens too on Ant-Man. Like Paul Rudd wasn't there, and so I was an actor double on those days. And so they actually put me on a contract, which was good. Rocking the Ant-Man costume, learning the dialogue, and doing everything. And I remember the girl was like,
okay,
you sound like Paul Rudd. She's like, you sound just like him. I'm like, I'm not trying to put too much Paul Rudd on this. Just a little bit of Paul Rudd. You know what I mean? Just a little bit, because that's me. I'm like, if I'm playing the role, who am I playing? I'm playing Paul Rudd, playing Ant-Man. You know what I mean? So let's go. That's my job for the day.
And you're telling me somewhere out there is a video?
Oh yeah, of me as
of
Paul
you
Rudd,
as Paul Rudd on set,
rocking
playing
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, it's out there. They got him. pictures, video. Marvel's got it all. They scanned me too.
Be on the contract. That's worth going to work for $260 a day, whatever, to be a stand-in if you're guaranteed a certain amount of time, like a certain length of video of you doing the thing.
Well, they put me. I wish you get it. They put me on weeklies for that, so it was like $5,000 a week. So they put me on weekly contracts as principal. So,
that's pretty good, Brian.
Plus residuals. So I got residuals as well. So that's a rarity though when that happens. So rarity. I think
$5,000 a week.
Yeah.
Is $20,000 a month.
Yeah, but I didn't do it that long. It was like a week here and a week there. It was like 3 weeks, I think, overall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Paul was there at some points too. Justin said, "What's the lateral progression for an actor talent who starts as a stand-in?" You start there, and you end there. Unfortunately, most of the time.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Most stand-ins never move up. They never move up. People do it for 20, 30 years, which is also something I would love to change. I think if you're doing a lot of that, you should get more auditions, at least an opportunity to audition as well. Sometimes stand-ins get parts. I got a part on Thundermans. I got a part on Night Squad. I got a part on American Horror Story. But it's very rare and becoming less and less that actually happens, where they actually look at you as an actor. They look at you as a prop a lot of times. Like you're just there to fill in the gap, and they don't treat you like an actor a lot of times. And I want to change that.
On that particular show.
Yeah.
But not in general, not for the entire industry.
For the entire industry. Yeah, most of the time that's how they get treated. I mean, it's rarities. It's rarities where it's not like that. It does happen. Other shows will treat you, on sitcoms especially, they will look at you more as an actor a lot of times. They'll actually fire stand-ins that can't act. I've been there before, but they still will not consider you for roles a lot of times too. I've been on that too. Melissa and Joey, I did 5 seasons. I never got a role on Melissa and Joey, even though I kept saying I wanted a role. And I'm like, hey, I'm good. They would never gave me a role. And Brian followed up to my above question: what is the horizontal progression for a stand-in? I mean, like, is that a joke? The horizontal position?
Oh, yeah.
Because we do lay down sometimes too.
That's classy. Very good.
I don't know, but there is no. A lot of times people end there. They just end there. Sometimes people move up, but it's very rare. It's very rare. I can see Mr. Kruse as Paul Rudd. I got it a lot. I get it all the time in my life. Or Return to the Jedi. We're a faraway location. We'll get back to the Jedi stuff, Queen. Yeah.
Isn't that the casting department's job, though? I mean, if you go to the casting director and you say, hey, I'd like to submit for whatever role, I'd like to read for whatever role, you telling me the casting director is going to say no to you?
It happens. I got buddies that audition for shows all the time they're working on, and they don't get the parts. Yeah. I mean, I went to casting one time on a show called Wicked City. And usually they gave me other roles. They wrote me the role in Night Squad where I'm the court. I come in the court gasper. I just run in and go, and I was like, I'm not a gasper in general. So that was hard for me to do right even there. I'm like, I'm not a gasper. I'm like, you give me the one role I can't gasp, And then they may do magic in another one. I'm like, I don't know any magic. I'm like, what are you miscasting me for? I can do a lot of things. Why magic? Why? But they're like, well, the character's. They're like, well, the character's good enough, Greg. So the magic's good enough. And I was like, so it can be bad?
Wait a minute. So you got cast as a magician. You had to show up on set and learn magic tricks specifically for that?
Yeah, it was a card trick. But they ended up cutting it down to me going, ta-da! And throwing the cards up in the air everywhere. Okay. And so I'm like, that's what it is. That's the world of an actor, right?
Oh, boy.
And let me say, Justin, does that answer your question? Let me know. I'm still here with you. Stand-ins are very helpful for most productions, Queen. Yes. So they couldn't get the main cast in every scene. That happens all the time, too.
I imagine they don't want to lose their stand-in.
Yeah, they don't want to lose the stand-ins a lot of times, too. Because they see you, especially if you're a good stand-in, they're like, you're good at doing this right here. Why would we want to have you do something else? It's hard to find a good stand-in sometimes. And that's why I want a new database to actually help production out with the best trained stand-ins that are SAG certified. I think that's what we should do. And it should be in its own category. It just should be. It should be a whole different job. It's not a background job. It's a stand. It's a rehearsal. It's a rehearsal actor. That's what it is. And that's what needs to be made. Rehearsal actor and all the contracts. Change it up and help the production out better that way.
I love it.
The gasper, yeah. Yeah, I was a court gasper queen. Yeah. I had to work on that. I was freaking out the night before. I'm like, I have to do this on camera. I don't gasp. And I was dating Sabrina at the time, and Sabrina's like, she gasps every day of her life. And I'm like, it's so easy, Brian. I'm like, it's not easy. I never gasped in my life before today, Sabrina. I'm not a gasper.
Can you find this clip for us, please?
Oh yeah, it's on my IMDb. It's totally on my IMDb.
I'll be right back.
If you go on there, it's in my reel. It's like, Gasper, I need you. And I run in. I don't know if can we show it because of copyright? I don't know if we can show it because of copyright.
Oh no!
You know,
or maybe on the other show.
Yeah, we can show on the other show. Okay. Here it's a whole deal. I can probably find a picture of it though. If you go on my IMDb, I can find a picture. I have longer hair back then too. You know.
I want to see that. I
can find it. I get a picture.
I guess it depends on the market, but in the Southeast, at least in my experience, there's a little more room to go back and forth, and you can do background one day and principal the next day, and nobody really looks at you any different as long as you've done both. But here in the Central Florida market, there aren't a lot of full-time regular commercial talent, so we all kind of know each other. And on Monday we might do a shoot where I'm background and so's principal, and then on Tuesday it's swapped, it's reversed.
Well, that happens too, where even lead cast play background sometimes. That's how it is. It just kind of is. Here you go. Here I am as the court gasper. It's like a freeze frame, but I had that hair.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Wow.
The court gasper, clean shaven.
The gasper.
Yeah.
Was that the character's name?
Yeah, the court gasper. That's my name.
Like
court
that's gasper. What it said on the call sheet.
The king's like, and the king's like, oh, I'm so upset. Court Gasper, I need you. And I run in. I'm like, ah. I can't even do it again. And he's like, oh, I needed that. That was great. Thank you so much. And then we moved on. And then I ran out. And then it happened again in this scene. He's like, you made me upset again. Court Gasper. And I run back. I'm like, ah. And he's like, oh, great. I'm like, you know what? This could have been a great character if they would have just had me pop up randomly. Like, you know what I mean? Out of nowhere. It's a great button in a scene.
That guy, when you do the uppercut and he's like, whoopsie.
Yeah, yeah, right? Yeah, it'd been great, but they didn't use me again. A young Kruse, yep, young. This is me shave that beard. If I shave that beard and I grew that hair back, I haven't had the hair like that in a long time. But I looked like a kid back then. I know, I look super young, right?
Maybe that's what made it so funny, is that the court gasper wasn't good at gasping, or at least didn't like it. Maybe that's part of the gag.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't know. They didn't give me much information about this. This would be a funny bit. I'm like, what? Gasping? I'm like, okay. I would make things forward. I'm like, the court gasper should be in this scene. I would say that moving forward. I'm like, why is the gasper not popping up? I'd say it to the writers all the time. Just, a moment right here. The writer in me is like trying to pitch myself for that, And John said you can play films on TikTok as long as you're doing commentary over them. So, and CGI stand-ins, we don't want that. I mean, people are talking about that too. Brian, we need more dog cam. More dog cam. The pep star is here. He's always here.
CGI stand-ins. Now that
not great.
Sounds scary.
Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all.
If that was your gasp, maybe you'd have been in that show more.
Yeah, probably.
Shawang!
Yeah, probably. Thanks, pep star too. I probably would have been.
Whoop, there it is.
Wow. Wow.
Jokes from Jonathan. The gasping was the punchline. It really was the punchline. We really haven't got through a lot of these breaking news here at all. That's fine. That's totally fine.
Keep going.
That's totally fine.
Next.
I have no quippy connection for these at all. You know what I mean?
Never stopped me.
Never stopped at all. It's like we're talking a lot, like we're on a podcast, like Only Murders in the Building, which might come back even more, guys. Which again, it's just debuted the new season. Martin Short, Selena Gomez, also back, of course, Steve Martin, And they're talking about this. Martin Short was talking about how they want to keep doing this. He goes, you can just be canceled sometimes out of nowhere, he said. But, if we do after 5 or 6 seasons, we're happy. But as of right now, we are actually planning to come back for another season, which I love these guys together. If you ever watch this show, it's so good. Yeah, we believe we're doing another season. We think so. We have, we live season by season, he said, though, every time. So they're great. Selena Gomez, she looks great this season, too. She looks great. I would say, I think she lost a lot of weight. I was shocked by that, too, and I saw it. But she looks fantastic. Martin Short and also Steve Martin are fantastic together. Those guys are awesome. I love them, too. Great transition. Did I say you? Oh, thank you, Justin. I did. Did I murder that transition? I don't know. Maybe. I have better ones. Let me tell you, I have better segues sometimes. Better segues. It just comes down to the right moment. But I do like this show. Now Steve Martin says he's going to retire after this too, which I'm like, never retire, Steve Martin. Never retire. I mean, you just had there's something else we're going to talk about shortly about somebody else said they retired and they didn't retire. Actors don't retire. They say they're going to retire. But why even say that, Jonathan? Why say you're going to retire? Because that script lands on your desk. And you're like, oh, this is phenomenal. Why would, if I were Carter James Milkmaster, I would say this is phenomenal to the max. Why would I not take that?
I think sometimes the intention is to retire. The intention is clear. And then because you love what you do and you want to keep doing it, you see that script or this contract comes along that's just too good to pass up. And then you get that press of so-and-so coming out of retirement to do this one last thing. I think it could be beneficial. I also think actors, at times we want to feel like normal, regular people. We want mortgages that we can actually pay, and we want families, and we want a typical work schedule like everybody else. And so it's fun to say, I'm retired.
Yeah.
When everybody knows. No,
you're not retired. You're not retired.
I was going to ask you, what is Only Murders in the Building about?
It's about, of course, a Gen Z girl. She's actually a millennial. She's like a millennial. She's a millennial, and then 2 baby boomers that become friends, and they solve murders in the building because people start getting taken out in the building, and so they do a podcast about it. It becomes a hit podcast about because it's like the generational gap kind of. It becomes a hit podcast, and then people keep getting outed in their buildings, so they do another season. So they've done every season. Somebody else gets taken out, and they do the podcast about it. And it's and it keeps going. Paul Rudd was in season 2. And Meryl Streep's in this now too. She plays Martin Short's girlfriend. The cast gets bigger and bigger every season.
Well, that sounds interesting. I've never seen it.
It's on Hulu. It's a great show. It's the comedy's fun. The two
Is
of those.
Hulu still a thing? Is Hulu still a thing?
It's almost gone. This end of this year, they're going to merge together with Disney Plus, and the whole new streaming service is coming. So it's about to end.
I think Disney Plus is going to be everything. It's kind of like that movie, was it Judge Dredd, when every restaurant was Taco Bell?
Oh, yeah.
After the great franchise wars, right?
Mm-hmm. I love it. It was so good. Taco Bell.
That's going to happen with all the streaming services.
They're going to have, it's going to be maybe they'll call them all Taco Bell Plus. That's going to be the name of all of them when we're all done and said and done.
Yes, it could be that, but it seems like Disney is just gonna buy everything.
Oh yeah, they really do. They're the machine. They own most things. Ugh, Atlanta says. Queen. Yeah, I love The Jerk. It's such a good movie. Queen. Steve Martin was also in Pennies from Heaven, a very underrated movie.
The Jerk is my all-time favorite movie.
It's a great movie. You were saying you wanted the prop from The Jerk. You were just saying that.
That is one of the props that I might spend some money on. Yep.
I believe that. Very disappointing that you didn't reprise your role of stand-in as Paul Rudd and Ant-Man for Only Murders in the Building. Yeah, right. No, that's shot in New York, so that's why I didn't work for Paul, because I'm out here in LA. But then again, I don't know. I worked on Ant-Man with him. We really didn't become best friends by any means. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I'll work for him again. Who knows?
Who was the coolest person that you've worked for / with? That you've stood in for? Is it stood in or standed in?
I was stood in for. I was a stand-in for. I would say I still give it to Tom Cruise, man. I still give it to Tom Cruise because
I've heard of him.
Because he just, because he shook my hand every day. He talked to me. He was thankful. He was appreciative. You know, but also, I honestly, it's kind of changed. I always say Tom Cruise, but it's kind of changing, honestly, because after 2 seasons of Nobody Wants This, I gotta tell you, Adam Brody is such a great guy. Adam is so cool. He brought me onto that commercial. He gave me like a rap gift, and he said, forget about Cruise, you're my guy now.
Do you mean Adrian Brody?
Adam Brody.
Who's that?
He was in the OC originally. And then I went out from the OC. He was in the Shazam movies as of recently, but he's had a big career actually, and he's blowing back up now with Nobody Wants This.
I don't know. I don't have a face for that. Let me look him up.
Look
I'm
him up.
learning all this stuff from you every week, and I feel like I'm the last guy to ever learn this stuff. Adam Brody. Okay.
I can bring a picture up here too on here.
All right.
Of course, Nobody Wants This comes out like next month, guys. Comes out in October, so I can't wait to see the new season. It was a lot of fun. We did a lot of great stuff. I actually got into a bathtub in that scene, which was interesting.
With Adam Brody?
No, but we did. It was Bath with Friends at one point because we did share the bath water. Bath with Friends, guys. Bath with Friends. I can't really divulge much about it because the season's not out yet. But I can divulge more after it comes out. We'll talk about that too. Yeah,
I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, Adam Brody, guys. Adam Brody.
Looking.
Here's Adam.
I'm looking.
Here's Adam.
I have
Adam.
no idea.
Shout out to Adam, guys. I just worked for him on the WhatsApp commercial that just came out. It's on if you see it, I saw it pop up my TikTok, and I'm like, oh, the WhatsApp commercial I just worked on. It's him, and it's Adam Brody, and it's also Adam Scott. And the whole concept is, the whole concept is a person that uses WhatsApp can actually plan a party. A person who doesn't can't plan the party. So it was a fun commercial too. Steve Martin is another Texan. Yeah, I love Steve Martin. Ain't he married to a Gossip Girl star? Yeah, he is. What's up, Blinged Out? Welcome back. He is married.
I know who Adam Scott is now.
Yeah, Adam Scott's great.
Yeah. Okay.
That was Demolition Man. I love Demolition Man. That Demolition Man was a Taco Bell thing.
Demolition Man.
Yeah. Didn't Netflix take Redbox and Blockbusters out? Totally did. I told you this guys before, but I'm gonna say it again for disclaimer if you guys never heard this before. If you see a Redbox any place in your vicinity, in your world at all, go in there and try to get a movie. If there are movies still in there, it will give that to you for free. That's my disclaimer. Have you tried that yet, Jonathan? I told you about that. Did I tell you about that?
You did tell me, and I never really set out looking for a Redbox, but if I see one, and I remember, I'll check it.
Yeah. Check it out. A lot of people are berating Tom because are getting mad at Tom because he berated a couple of employees. I've seen that before too, and there was a whole thing that came out when the pandemic went on, where he started yelling at people because he had paid for like a cruise liner for them all to stay on, and then people were still trying to get off the cruise and trying to break quarantine, and so he was mad about that.
A cruise liner?
Yeah, he had rented out. He rented out a huge, massive like cruise liner, and he kept all the crew there during when they were shooting Mission Impossible during the pandemic, so they could be quarantined together. They were on the ocean together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of. Can you imagine renting a cruise liner?
I mean, his name is Kruse, right? Also, the craziest thing that I think he did was during the pandemic. I don't know if I'll talk to you about this or somebody else.
Okay.
Apparently, Tom Cruise, he wanted to get back to work, right? And then he was in the UK, and they were not opening back up. So he reached out to a production company in the United States that he knew, and he said, I think it was Paramount, and he asked them, "Are you starting back?" And they said, "Oh, no, we're not, because of the protocols and all that." And he goes, "Well, we're starting back here in the UK." Even though they weren't. And we're coming back with these protocols, the testing, the masking, all of that. Why are you guys not doing it? We're doing it here. I'm just telling you guys you should be doing it there. Like, okay, if you guys are doing it there, we're going to do it there. So then they started opening up and rolling it out. And so once they started rolling it out, he went back to his UK studio and said, hey, the United States is doing it. They're doing the protocol, the testing, and the masking. You can check out. They're gearing up right now. Why are we not gearing up? And so they're like, oh, let's gear up then. So Tom Cruise brought us back from the pandemic.
I respect that. I love that.
Right?
I've said for such a long time that this business, more so commercial, but I think this business operates more on fear than people realize.
Yeah. There's a lot of fear, man. And, but getting back to work at that point, too, people were just scared. They were scared. and we're still been dealing with like working from remotely. But you know what? NBC Universal says no more, guys. Get back to work 4 days a week, at least in office. And so this has been a long time coming as well. Paramount just said it last week, where Paramount said 5 days a week. And now Universal's saying 4 days a week, guys. You got to be in the office from now on. January 5th, 2026, this takes effect. And they're stopping the remote stuff, as Paramount just started last week too. So again, I feel like more companies are going to say this in Hollywood as well, because Paramount started it. And here we go. Now it's Universal. I still think like if you can work remote, but you don't always have to be in the office. But they are spending a lot of money on these studio spaces. So there's also that too. A lot of money is going into that. Like that was a better transition right there, right? That was a better one, right? There we go.
Here's the thing about the whole going back into the office thing.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody in some office somewhere, or wouldn't it be ironic if they were sitting at home thinking this?
Don't you think?
They need to feel useful. They need to make a decision so that they don't lose their job. They need to change things up.
Yeah.
And so they go, well, I know. Let's bring people back into the office. Or maybe they're trying to have a meeting and they can't figure out Zoom. It's too technical for them. Or Slack is too high tech. And so they're making people move back to the office for work when they're perfectly happy and therefore more productive at home. Because think about this. If you're working remotely and it's an office type job, you probably have a 55, 60-inch monitor on the wall. It's your TV that you can use as a monitor. Yeah. You get to sit in this big relaxing chair. You can be in your pajamas. You're at home with your pets or your family or whatever, and you feel happier. You're more productive. You've got snacks and whatever you want. As long as you get that work done, you're good, right?
Yeah.
So, but they say no. No. Because we can't look over your shoulder every 2 minutes. So instead, you need to give all that up, come back to the office where you get a cubicle, a small table, a little chair, a tiny monitor, away from your pets and your family and all that, away from that, so that we can know that you're doing the job that we pay you to do. Well, if they weren't doing the job, then they would have been fired from work from home or otherwise a long time
100%
ago.
They would have been.
I think it comes down to management thinking, well, if the employees are that happy, then we're doing something wrong because we got to crack the whip.
Yeah.
Why are we messing with this? If it's working, don't fix it. If it's not working, figure out why it's not working and really look at what the people are doing individually. Don't bring everybody back into the office just because the rent is high.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, then you cut office space. You don't need to be paying for that office space.
Right.
You're going to save money.
Right.
You're going to save money.
Right.
And I think the whole thing what happened with Skydance was, they moved to the Paramount lot and they see a bunch of stuff empty and they're like, this would make us the most productive. And I'm like, is it? I mean, I agree with you, Jonathan. And the chat does too, 100%. Atlanta says, I agree with Jonathan. What about the writers? The writers, I think, that's the only thing where I'm like, maybe they would want to be in person. I don't know, but you can still write by yourself and then send in your notes and then you can have a Zoom meeting and go right back to your computer and start writing again. And then I think you'd be more productive actually too,
There are companies, there are offices who have the conference room. Now, these are offices. The conference room in their office that is connected to another office in that company through... It's like Zoom rooms or something, and it's on all day. 8 hours a day, it's on. So when people are in that room, those rooms together, or you know what I'm trying to say, if somebody in Chicago with this company is in that conference room and somebody in Atlanta is in that conference room, it's like they're interacting live together. I think writers would be okay with that.
I think so too.
And if they're not, no one's saying you can't come to the office.
We have that room right there. You can come in there.
Right.
Come on in. I worked for a company called Decoded where I was doing content creator stuff. We had that too. They said the office was there. You wanted to come in and work, or you could stay remote. I was editing mostly or in the field shooting. So like there was really no point for me to go in, but we did have a meeting that we had meetings. They did have a conference room that same way with the big screen and all that. And I went to one meeting like that. It was pretty cool. I was like, oh, this is awesome. You know, people would be there. They had snacks and drinks and all that. We didn't have to go into the office. I think that comes down to like make your own schedule that way, have it available, and people will come in. Maybe they made like a social party happen on Wednesdays. So it's like, oh, we're gonna have like a lunch thing. So come on in, talk to your people if you want to have one day a week. But you don't have to be there to do a lot of these jobs. You just don't have to be there.
No, I think it also depends on the job and the company.
Yeah.
And the product or offer, whatever. Like, I mean, if you're a sous chef, well, you gotta come to work.
I see. You have to be there
from home.
I see that that Killian said that Pep Star works from home for Kickin with Kruse. 100% he does. But then he also said that Pep Star is dying to work at an office format. Ooh, Pep Star. Do you agree?
I strongly disagree.
I guess he wants to stay at home, right, Pep Star? Just stay at home and make that money. Your boss will be mad at you, Pep Star.
Sorry.
Be mad at you. Oh yeah, I know. You gotta watch this guy. Yeah, you gotta watch him.
Yeah, man.
We do. Anyways, if you know, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to that. But yeah, I work at home over 10K. Thank you. 10K likes. Thank you guys. Always like, follow, share, help us crack this algorithm. Welcome to Kickin with Kruse, one-stop shop entertainment talk. Yeah, we also get we had like 20K the other day. It was pretty cool.
Wow.
And most of it has 30K
boost,
one day,
right? You got the boost or
well,
whatever.
that didn't happen again today.
It didn't.
No, it didn't happen. It happened last week, one day, and I'm like, oh, it's working again. And then I don't know, it's so weird. TikTok is like doing this whole thing where it's merging into a new company right now. So there's like some weird glitches happening more and more. You know, we're merging to M2. That's supposed to happen like any day right now.
Sorry, you're what?
M2. It's like this new version of TikTok, government run, United States run a social media app. That's what it's supposed to be.
Oh, no.
Only for US. TikTok's coming for only US. They're going to shut this format down. And this is the best show on TikTok. Thank you, Queen. They're going to shut that down.
Right on, Queen. Right on, Queen.
They're going to integrate and move everything over to M or M2. I keep hearing different names. It's going to be M or M2. And that's going to all become one new platform. And then this, as it is supposed to cease to exist at the latest March of 2026.
Are you saying that the government will be running TikTok?
Yes. Government-run company.
Well, it's been fun, folks.
Yeah. Now they have independent companies, these 3 tech companies, but it's supposed to be like controlled for the United States. That's it. Uncle, yeah. Hi, what's up? What's up, King? What's up? Our time after 6 p.m. Many viewers watch Gamers Live. Well, you should come watch us. I'm going to start streaming the cruise control shows here as well. I'm going to start launching them over here as well, so we get those extra bonuses. So you guys are here. You can check it out here. Come on YouTube as well. Scary Killian says. I just don't know if I'm like TikTok's what it is. This is TikTok, you know. Like leave it here, but you know, but.
Go.
Let's have someone buy it. Have someone buy it and keep it what it is and keep it open as it is. I mean, that's what people use it. We'll see. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll work. There are glitches that are happening right now here and there. I've noticed. So we'll see. But I just don't see what the point of it is changing that format that way. That's what I'm hearing about through the people at TikTok. So we'll see. We'll see.
It must be a cool job though to be the social media czar in the United States government.
Right? I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know who's going to run it.
As long as TikTok doesn't become just the live, short, vertical format of Truth Social.
I don't think it's going to be that. That's the thing, though. It's going to be a complete separate thing from that, from what I'm told. It's still going to kind of live the same way, but just be for the United States.
So I guess right now there are people from all over the world on TikTok.
Everywhere. Like that's what I'm saying.
M2 is only going to be USA.
Only here. Like David, who joined us, David Campbell, he joins us from Scotland. He will not be able to see it anymore.
That doesn't seem right.
Doesn't seem right.
I guess there are security implications or whatever. Like I understand that part.
But I love having people from around the world. You know what I mean? That's the greatest thing about it. We're connecting around the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I get that.
It was Queen. That's what they're saying too, because it was started by a company that was from China. They're trying to make it now an American company, which I think it can be an American company. But I just like the idea of it being open. Like Instagram's open, and YouTube's open, and you can watch it around the world. So we'll see. That was one thing that I heard that through the company that's something that they're talking about. We're going to find out this month. We're supposed to find out. So I'll keep you guys posted as I get more news on it as well and where this show will actually fall. But they are saying, like, if you are following a show, if you're following somebody on TikTok, that when it moves over and you re-download that app, all of everybody's you're following, everybody you're having will still be in there, and it's still going to be set up the same way. We'll see. I don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to find out, guys. But great breaking news, everybody.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I mean, it's just a wild time, man. So wicked wild time. Wicked wild time. Okay, we're kind of going. We'll probably go for just a little bit longer. So let me ask you: do you want to talk about
book? We got that book.
We got the book. Maybe we'll leave the topics for later. I was going to talk about Michael Caine coming out of retirement, but
we could talk about both. We could do the book and Michael Caine.
Okay, we can do that both. The book is right here, Jonathan. You want the book right now?
Yeah. Remind me what it is. I can't even remember exactly what this thing tells you about
Power of Birthdays by the Stars and Numbers. Right. Telling you what you're meant to do with your life based off when you were born.
That's right. I think
this book says that I'm supposed to be either an actor or the President of the United States.
Oh,
it's a weird thing, right? Jonathan, should we find out?
I think mine's going to say something like, store. No, it's going to say like flea market security guard or, assistant cafeteria worker in the prison. I just feel like it's not going to say great stuff.
I think John knows what it's going to say. I think John's going to tell you in the chat what it should say. Motivational speaker. Customer service. Motivational speaker. Michael Caine had a long career, Queen. He's coming out of retirement though for The Last Witcher. So he's coming back out of retirement. Mr. Customer Service. That's what he said. I'd be busy being SAG president. Hey, if I'm SAG president, I'll still be live on TikTok. I'll still be here, guys, because we're going to have office hours. And there'll be awesome. More people maybe here. Maybe more people because I want to talk to the SAG president, right?
That'd be so cool.
Remind me, Jonathan, your birthday.
I'll tell you. It's October.
Ooh, it's almost here.
I know. Thank you for that.
Oh, man.
12th.
October. We're a month apart, huh?
You are November 12th.
Yeah.
12 is a good number. Add it together. It's 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what that means. But
1, 2, 3. October 12th.
And is it just the day or is it the year too?
Just the day. Okay. And it's based off of everything with that. But let's see, work and vocation. Pragmatic and highly intuitive. You enjoy putting your creative thoughts to the test and showing others your unique capabilities. Among with many other career choices you have, these can highly be suitable as a psychologist, counselor, diplomat, or lawyer. Your easy charm and organizational skills indicate that you can also succeed in people-related activities, whether it be business world or in the public sector. Articulate and sociable. You may be drawn to journalism and writing, academia, publishing. Creative outlets are likely to appeal your imaginative mind. If talented as an actor, a musician, or a songwriter as well. You could reach the limelight when people recognize your gifts.
Wow.
So there you go.
That's a lot better than store security. I do have a question, though.
Yeah.
Look up your birthday and read that. Because I feel like maybe this book is really good at making every day work for every person. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like astrology.
Yeah.
You get to say sometimes things get a bit intense for you, but when that happens, take a deep breath and look at both sides, and you have the ability to do that. They're saying that to everybody. You just associate a date with it.
It's true.
Is that what it's doing, or do you think there's some real, I don't know what you call this, magic going on here?
I feel like there's some magic. I don't know. I mean, with your ability to come across to others as really positive and charming, you can make your ideas known in an entertaining way. a good strategist with people skills. You possess a natural aptitude for business, promotion, sales, acting, or politics. Not liking to take
or politics in acting.
Yes. Not liking to take orders, however, suggests you prefer management positions or may be inclined to become self-employed. Alternatively, your desire for the limelight could succeed you as you pursue as a career as an actor, director, or a politician. On the other hand, your keen intellect and communication skills could also attract you to writing, law, education, or healing work.
I feel like that could work for my day too.
Governor Kruse says.
I know. I like that. I like that a lot. And let it be known, I was the first person to say, if you don't get the SAG presidency, I think you should run for a state representative.
September 17th. Okay, here we go. Atlanta wants his. I would do it, man. I would do it. Here we go.
I'm serious. You really should. You should go to Congress. Absolutely.
All right. I would do it, man. I've always said, like, when I was younger too, I wanted to be either an astrologist, because I love the stars. Yeah.
No. Okay. You don't mean an astrologist.
Yeah, I do astrologist. I'd be an astronomer.
That's not a thing.
I would do that stuff. I would do this kind of stuff all day, man.
Astrology?
Yeah, I would do that.
Talking about like when your moon is in the fourth position at Jupiter.
I loved that as a kid. I loved it.
You don't mean astronomy?
Well, I loved astronomy as well. Everything to do with the stars, man. Astrology, astronomer. I would do it all.
The astrology has nothing to do with the stars.
I was thinking about being a star. Yes, it does. It's about like where your lines. It's all. I mean, it's kind of like voodoo sometimes. But it's fun. Here we go. I got September 17th here. Here we go. I got you, Killian. Brian Kruse goes to Washington. That's why I told people, like, I'm going to go to Washington if I win this. I will go to Washington. Okay. Here we go. With your attention to detail and thoroughness, you can excel in research or science. Practical and analytical, you may fare equally well as an economist, financial analyst, or an accountant. Similarity, your ability for communication can help you succeed as a writer, critic, or a lecturer, or in the news and media world. You possess a mental vigor that is good for law, but you may also prefer to work behind the scenes. The probability for possessing technical skills may draw you towards working with computers or engineering. And the medical and healing professions are also areas where you can enjoy sharing your knowledge with others.
Okay. Now that's weird
Atlanta.
Because if that had been mine, I'd have said completely wrong. Absolutely not. Because none of those things describe me at all. Now you got me thinking.
Atlanta? I don't know if that helps you, though. Let me know.
Yeah, was that true?
Anything that feels like you like it? Anything that feel real? Spot on, Atlanta said. Fascinating stuff, Queen says.
And yes, Atlanta was there when I said Brian Kruse needs to be in Congress.
That's why I've read this with multiple people, and I'm like, there's a weird thing about this book. I don't know what it is, but it's called Birthday Stars and Numbers, The Power of Birthday Stars and Numbers.
When you were a kid, you really wanted to be an astrologer.
Dude, I would have done it. Yes. I thought maybe I could do some of that stuff. I thought I could be in that world. And I thought, like, then I got into like, and I got into space. I love space. I love stars. I love the signs and all that. And then, like, I got older and I kind of fell out of it. And I'm like, I don't understand this. You know what I mean? Because I didn't really believe in it after I got older. And then I fell around with it again. I'm like, I kind of get it. I moved to California and I'm like, I kind of get it again.
Okay, but you're not talking about astronomy.
Yeah, I would do astronomy as well. I would be an astronomer as well.
Astronomy, meaning like you're a planetary scientist.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I would have done that.
Like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I would have loved that Neil deGrasse Tyson. I could pick that. I would love to have him on the show. I would love that. How great would that be?
He is one of those people. I don't get starstruck very often, but he's one of those people I would be starstruck.
Dude, I mean, I would just be like, I would just want to pick his brains. I stood in for Vanessa Williams.
That's got to be a great video. Forget what I was saying. Let's jump into this. Now, what film was it that you stood
in? It was a sitcom. It was a sitcom. Mm-hmm. And she kind of laughed at me. So it was kind of fun.
I bet. That she's dress like, brought out your eyes as well.
She's like, oh, honey, you're standing in for me. I'm like, yep, yes, I am. She's much taller. I mean, I feel like she was taller than me too, because she had the high heels on and stuff. So yeah.
Did you have to wear those high heels as well?
I did not have to wear the high heels. Nope. Sun and the moon rising. Look at that. See, people are agreeing. Just the dress, yeah.
Did you have to wear her dress?
I did not have to wear her dress. No, I didn't wear a dress. I just had normal clothes on.
You said you were
President
her
Kruse
stand-in.
Queen says. I was her stand-in. You don't have to always dress the same. It was a sitcom world. Sitcoms are totally different. I stood in for I stood in for kids on sitcoms, women, men, everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody in between.
Brian's very new age.
Yeah, right?
So you're saying, we'll go back to that then. You're saying that planetary scientists, sure, that would be fun. But you'd also be willing to be somebody that says, give me your birthday and I will tell you what the stars say about
I would have
your
done that.
future.
When I was a kid, I loved that. I loved it all. But then I kind of fell out of it though. Then I fell into acting. And then when I fell into acting, it was all acting and that was it. But then I always said as a secondary, after I got older, I said what I would love to do is either be an actor or get into politics. I started thinking about that too. And which is funny because I read this after I started thinking all that. And then I also thought if I could turn back in time as to a little kid, maybe the one thing I was more focused on was maybe being, getting into astronomy. Maybe. Because astrology was fun, but like astronomy was always more fun for me.
You understand one is a hard science and the other sort of like...
yeah, it's out there. Like we're doing it right now. We're doing it right now. Like that's what I'm saying. It's fun though.
It's about as scientific as a fortune cookie.
Astrology goes back centuries, Queen says too. Brian is so versatile. There's a lot that I would have done in my life. My mom always says, Brian, you can do anything. My mom always tells me that. My brother tells me too. He's like, Brian, you're the Kruse that can do anything. I've heard it my whole life. And I said, well, anybody can do anything. Put your mind to it. And that's why I still believe I have a chance to win this on Friday. You
know what? You absolutely do. I think you've got more than a chance. More than a chance. I think you've got a good chance at it. I don't know the details in LA and how it's going with this whole election, but I do know that if people truly listen to you and they understand, they receive the passion that you have for this entire industry and the people that make it, I think you'll win. I don't know how many people are truly listening and like paying attention to you. But I don't think that your journey in this whole field of leadership within the acting and entertainment community, I don't think that ends or truthfully even begins with this presidency.
No, it's just the beginning.
Just one of the steps. No, it began when you started Cruise Control.
I guess that's true. People call me. It's the craziest thing is like even like the independent circle. Like I started blasting my stuff everywhere, and they reached out to me right away. Like you know what I mean? Reached out to me right away and be like, and they started and like I did that Zoom, and they're like it's Cruise Control's here, and I was like, Cruise Control is here. Let's go, let's go to work. It's when I turned 40, I really started changing my mindset about shit though too. I started really,
Can y'all believe this man is 40 years old?
Yeah.
Like,
let's go. 40 years in this earth and 140 more to go.
He looks like he's 27.
I don't know about that. If you go back in time and look at young Brian, like even look at like young Brian and Mike back in high school.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You've known him that long, huh?
I've known him since I was 5. You know what I mean?
That's so cool.
Like I don't know if he's in any of these pictures, but look at if you go back to young Brian, Ninja Turtle Brian.
You just have these handy?
I do have them right here. Yeah.
like yo,
here's me as Snoopy.
Here's me
as Snoopy.
Pictures. These are like what do you call it?
Yeah. My mom took
Polaroid, not Polaroid.
My mom took a lot of pictures like that.
Wow, and you just have them around.
There's me in my 20s right there. A lot younger, my grandma.
Wow, Brian.
A lot younger, in my day. Yeah.
On my profile here, if you click on where it says "Here's Jonathan," I've got one of my headshots I found from I think it was 2005.
I love it. I found them. Thanks, Queen.
And it's on. I put it on my TikTok here, which I don't use TikTok as much as I should, but if you click this profile here, I'll type hello. Click that, Brian.
Oh,
that
yes.
headshot. Have you seen that headshot?
Yeah, I've seen that headshot. I got the other one. I got the other one of you with the hair and the leather jacket.
That one wasn't that long ago. It was maybe 19, maybe 2020.
Okay, not that long ago.
Not that long ago. But the other one, which oddly enough, also a leather jacket, with the red shirt, I was 21.
Oh, woo!
Put it up there. Put it up there. Can you put it up there? How does that? Wait,
I got
hold on. No, I can click it. I can click it here.
Yeah, you can maybe you can drop and drag it in. I don't know if that works for you. If you have that
Oh
power.
no, I just wanted to look at it. I don't know. I didn't mean it has to be like public. Oh God, there it is. Wow, look at that. Yeah, I was a looker. Yeah. Definitely a looker.
I looked like someone else when I was little. Queen says,
like someone else.
Oh wow, yeah. John says, guys, thanks for being here. And yeah, Queen. We just develop differently. We all change as we get older too. It's wild to me. Here's Jonathan right here. This is when I was talking about the other one, Jonathan. I said that I'm like, who's this? Who's this bad boy right here? Bad boy, Jonathan.
Where? Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Yep. Yeah, that was I don't know, what, 5 years ago? No, 5 years ago?
It's funny because you look younger now than you did then.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You look younger. Really? I think you look younger. Oh my God. Queen says, right? He looks so different. He looks like this was Jonathan when he was doing Mean Streets, or what's the West Side Story. West Side Story. Here's Jonathan in West Side Story. Here we go. Showing a little bit of chest hair too. Look at that.
Well, I mean, that's still intact, but the hair up here,
cover model.
When it started to thin, and it started to get noticeable to me, I saw myself on TV in a commercial, and I saw that it was like really thinning badly, and I just said, you know what? If Moby can do it, I can do it. I'm taking it off.
Yeah, looks like somebody from Miami Vice. Queen said, Miami Vice.
I'm proud of that picture. I still use it. I'll still even use it from time to time because it's not like it's not me. I just can't use it as a headshot.
I can see the little twinkle in your eye.
Well, yeah, you ain't the only one, baby.
Point well made.
Thank you.
Oh boy, such good times, guys. Such good times.
Outstanding, baby.
I do need to get new headshots though. That's coming up. I think in about a week or so.
Make it happen, dude. I got people reaching out to me to do new ones too. If I do new ones, I might do it shaved because I have enough that I have the beard. I might shave it off again. I'm debating.
I'm afraid that I'm going to look like somebody walked up behind Al Roker and just kind of squeezed everything, and kind of pulled everything back, and I'm going to look like facelift Al Roker.
No, come on. No, you're good, man.
We'll see. I mean,
I can't wait to see the new headshots. Make it happen.
I'm at that age now where I look at my picture, I see myself now on TV. As long as I don't look like look bad, I'm just like, you know what? That looks like a guy in his 40s. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Hey, man, you don't look like you're in 40s. We're like guys in our 30s. How about that?
I'll take that. I feel like I'm a guy in my 60s sometimes.
Yeah, we all have those feelings sometimes. What's up, David Campbell? Welcome. Well, do you want to talk about Michael Caine quickly, or should we bounce?
Yes, Michael Caine deserves this time.
Let's do it. In our feature story of the day. I can imagine you doing a weather report, Jonathan. That's what Queen said too.
I worked for the cable news station around here for a little while, and I almost was a weatherman, but I couldn't handle the math. It's all math.
Dude, I can see you dominating the weather scene.
I would be incredible, but I can't do the math to get to the job.
Why is there math involved?
It's all math. It's hard math. It's calculus.
Good evening.
Everything. It's too much.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that. But I'm talking about, of course, the last Witcher, guys. Now, I don't know if you guys ever saw this before, but Vin Diesel, kind of a passion project he had before about this last Witch Hunter movie. I always want to say Witcher, but the last Witch Hunter movie, kind of one of those passion projects he had before. Michael Caine was in there before back in the day. I love Michael Caine, guys. But at 92 years old, he said that he was officially retiring from acting in this very last movie he just did, where it's about him being he was in World War vet, that he's like kind of reliving that moment and going back to the beach where he was there when he was younger, as he's older and losing his memories. It looks like a very sad, sad movie. But I'm going to tell you right now, I want to see that, but that seemed like it was fitting going out on. But he was in the last, Witch Hunter movie. They're doing a sequel. So apparently it says, yeah, I want to come back as being that priest again. He played Dolan, a priest who assists Vin Diesel's warrior as he fights to stop a plague and by a witch queen. So I never saw this first one. Is that bad? I never saw the first one.
I mean, it's not bad. Now you know how I feel. Every single story that you do.
I mean, I think I love Michael Caine though, and this looks like it's gonna be good. David Campbell says too. The first one isn't bad. My favorite Michael Caine movie is Dressed to Kill. That must have been one of his older ones too. It seems like one that he did when he was like super young, and he was like, I can't do a Michael Caine impression. I can't do it.
Listen, here's how you do it. Do it. Your Michael Caine impression. It's basically how you develop a British accent. You say the words "my" and cocaine.
I don't think you can say that on TikTok.
Oops. Good night, everybody. No, I don't know. But I guess those of you at home practice it. But that is how you do a great British accent.
Cocaine.
Wait, that was Bane. Did you just do that as Bane?
Oh. You think darkness is your ally? I was born in it, controlled by it.
You're combining so many different universes. It's making my brain flip
Which
up.
Michael Caine was in that movie too.
Truth.
Very much of that movie. But I'm not shocked he's come out of retirement. I mean, like I said before, you get the right script, throw Michael Caine back in. Man, I love Michael Caine. I worked with him on Dark Knight Rises, and he was so nice. Like they actually put Sir Michael Caine on his coffee cup all the time, because he made a joke about it, and then they put it on his coffee. And he busted up laughing so hard on set when he saw it said Sir Michael Caine. He was just the sweetest guy, just a really nice guy.
Few actors have done as much as he has to help and to teach other actors for almost no money. He has the best actor training course for free on YouTube. Just search Michael Caine teaches film acting. It is the best resource you will ever get for free. And it teaches you all the things you need to know to start working and to improve your craft today. And it's about, an hour and a half, something like that.
Wow.
Also, he's got an autobiography out there that talks about his whole journey, his approach to acting. So it teaches you while he also reflects on his career. Fantastic force of a human being. And somebody like that should never retire until he's ready, because the world is better as long as he keeps making stuff, whether it's books, whether it's movies, whether it's teaching on YouTube. The man's a genius.
So my question is, where's your Michael Caine impression?
My cocaine. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay.
No. I don't know if I can do a good Michael Caine impersonation, but I can tell you he's left a great impression on me.
Oh, there you go. Miss Congeniality loved him, David Campbell says. He's good at everything. He's great in everything he does, right? He pops, you're like, wait a second. Man, so good. Definitely worth checking out, Queen said about his whole, the Michael Caine in The Island. The Island, that's not the one with Ewan McGregor, is it? I remember that movie. That was like Michael Bay's did that or something like that, or Michael Mann.
Have you seen Sleuth?
I've never seen
Remember we
Sleuth.
talked about it
Yes,
the other
I've
day?
never seen Sleuth. I want to see it.
I'll tell you why I think it's such a great film. It originally was a play. And I think they did the play script in the film. I don't think they changed anything. And it's only really two people. It's Michael Caine and Jude Law.
Love
the
Jude Law.
entire time, and it's about this relationship and this interaction between a wealthy novelist and the man who is having an affair with Michael Caine's wife. That man comes over, and they sort of have this hour and a half, 2 hour long experience. It's really moving.
That's cool.
Yeah, and the house that he lives in, it's almost like the Beetlejuice house. It's so like modern.
It has like its own character look to it.
Yes, yes. I'm telling you, go
Sleuth.
watch that film.
David Campbell loves it too. And also Queen said, didn't he kiss Christopher Reeve in that movie? Bring Christopher Reeve back into the conversation. I love that, Queen.
Sleuth? I don't think Christopher Reeve's in Sleuth.
I'm going to find out right now. Christopher Reeve. Again, blew your mind on that today, didn't we? Christopher Reeve.
That still doesn't sit right with me.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he's in Sleuth. Yeah.
Christopher Reeve?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's Death Trap. Oh, Death Trap, maybe? I'm looking right now. I'm looking him up, but maybe this was Death Trap. That I see them together. Is that what it is, Queen? Just Death Trap, maybe? Love your chat room live. Yes. Good to have you guys here. Good to have you here. Welcome to Kid with Kruse, your one-stop shop for every time talk. Guys, let's talk. Let's get in there. We gotta get some get those likes and the shares and all that. They go a long way, guys. So thank you all for being here. Right, Peppy?
This is how we do it.
Yeah, this is how we do it. Yeah, 100%, Pep Star. Thank you.
Delicious.
All right, buddy.
I have a TikTok question for you before we go.
Yeah.
So now and then I'll scroll around the talk, and I see these people. There's two of them side by side, and they're not really doing anything other than asking viewers to like tap
Battles.
Battles?
Yeah, battles. They want me to battle eventually, too.
What exactly is that?
Battles are just like, so they put two influencers next to each other, and John can explain it. And David Campbell said battles are fun, and you just kind of go back and forth, like their fans versus your fans, and you versus them, and whoever gets the most likes and gifts and stuff like that wins the battle.
Oh, so the other person is talking to, so like if you and I were doing that,
yeah.
If you and I were doing that, I would be like, I would have people on my page.
Give me that points. Let's go. You know? Yeah.
So that would mean people on my page are clicking and tapping whatever on me, and then people on yours are clicking. Okay. That makes more sense. All right.
They go from D rank to a rank, so it's like a debate. I guess it's kind of like a debate. I don't know. They're kind of like arguing back and forth. I have never done it, and they said, we're not going to throw you into that yet. I'm like, throw me in, especially if I win SAG president. I'll be the first SAG president to battle it out in TikTok. Let's go. We'll break a lot of barriers, a lot of firsts. Youngest SAG president. There's that. First one that's on all the influencer stuff. Let's go.
I need to go watch a battle again because I didn't get it. I thought it was just like what we're doing now, where there's one audience following along. I'm like, why are they just yelling at everything? Okay,
yeah.
I get it
You
now.
get gifts and points, and whoever gets the most points at the end wins. Yeah, that's what David Campbell's saying. That's how you do it. It's great. It's so cool. And Queen said she would kiss Christopher Reeve as well. There you go. Christen that Reeve. Christen that Reeve. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you had a great day today. Thanks for kicking with us on TikTok. It's always fun to kick it here, too. I'll be battling here in about an hour. Really, David Campbell? You're going to be battling? I fell asleep with it on. Shut up. Oh, you were in the chat, David Campbell, and you were sleeping? I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here, guys.
Doing the gum sales thing today?
I will be doing some gum sales. Yes, I will.
What time is that happening?
That's happening from 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep, I'll be selling some gum. They also got me selling like creatine now, which is like hilarious because I take creatine once in a while, but
what's that?
Creatine's for working out. You know that creatine's actually made in your body every day. You get about a gram of creatine, but it gives you like a boost of energy if you're working out in the gym. It really like gets it flowing.
Like whey powder or whatever.
I'm also selling whey powder, natural herbs, and all that
too.
Yeah. John saw me in there. It was hilarious. John came in and he was like, "No way!"
I saw Ron once. I just happened to scroll by. I saw him selling like these power tools.
Yeah. Ron sells tools.
He might be really cool.
He might be selling some protein powder stuff too now. So he's getting back in there too. My dad got that night one. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, your dad got the sleep and recharge? Yeah. Gum is important, Queen says. That's another one we have with sleep and recharge. Supposed to help you sleep better at night.
I bought this shirt on TikTok.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff on the TikTok shop, man.
I've purchased so many things from TikTok. Oh my God.
The Nightberry. I'm selling energized gum though. It's like caffeine and it has but it's also give you focus too. Like I chew it the extra strength when I'm live, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm on something. I don't really do experimental adult things like that. Like I'll drink adult beverages, but beyond that, I've never done anything crazy. And I'm like, I feel like this is what it has to feel like. There's like a cup and a half of coffee in each piece, and it hits in 10 minutes.
Wow, but it also coffee.
I know, but it also has L-theanine. L-theanine, the vitamins and stuff like that. They're supposed to give you focus. So it's like this weird kind of like my eyes will feel like they're like this, and I'm like, let's go. And I feel like I'm like outside my body sometimes, and I'm just selling it. I don't know what I'm even doing. It's crazy.
Wait, do you chew it while you're selling it?
Yes.
For 2 hours straight?
Yes.
So by the end of it, you're like all sweating and you're all over the place.
I'll put 2 in at one point. Sometimes it's like 3 cups of coffee in 10 minutes. But the funny thing is, I'm also drinking a cup of coffee at the same time.
I have to watch this.
It's crazy. After you gotta come like an hour in. If you come an hour in, that's when I'm like kind of or like, what am I doing sometimes? But we make a lot of great sales, and it actually works. I gave one to Sabrina the other day. And she was like buzzing around the house doing all this crazy stuff. She's like, "What did you give me?" I'm like, "That's Nero gum, baby," And she got a lot of stuff done. It does work. That's what David Campbell says too. Bazooka Joe. That strawberry cake is really good. It really is good, the strawberry cake. So, anyways, guys.
I can't wait.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Happy hump day, everybody. We're back again tonight for the regular scheduled night show with Mike, not Mike Casey. Mike's not on. We have Sean. Sean's back. And we also have Jordan on tonight, too. So the battle of the comic book people tonight, guys. Yes. Merging their worlds together for the very first time. And then on Friday is the big, of course, show on Cruise Control, where it'll be Jordan, it'll be Jonathan. We're also going to have Brandon there, and GR will be there as well, of course. And GR is there tonight too, guys.
And Pepe.
And Pep Star will be there, because the Pep Star is always there when we are live, but sometimes a little bit more talkative. Depends on what day of the week it is, guys. That's what I'm saying. That's what it comes down to, right, Pep Star?
Make sure.
Is that a serious question?
It is, Pep
Make
Star.
sure you lock in your votes as soon as possible for Brian Kruse as LA SAG president. If you haven't done so, do it now.
See you soon, Queen. And thank you for that, Jonathan. Lock it in. I'm going to do a post in between about telling everybody to mail it right now, because you got to mail it today to get there by Friday, so it actually counts. So it's a whole thing. Good to see you, Queen. Catch you later. Irish coffee on Fridays. Well, on the Friday night show, there's a lot of Irish coffee happening on the Friday night shows.
Not from me. You have my word.
If you do it that day, it's fine. That's the crazy thing.
I'll be drinking hot tea. Thank you.
Don't give me that look, Jonathan.
Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. I'm Kickin with Kruse. Good to see you. Thanks for sending that positive vibes there. We'll see what happens on Friday. A few more days till then. We'll find out, guys. I'm excited. Thanks for being here, Kickin with Kruse. Pep Star, thank you for having me.
Overworked and underpaid. Y'all know what that's about.
I know, Pep Star. You'll get more snickety snacks soon, okay, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll take care of you. Jonathan, thank you for being here as always. Appreciate you. It's been a great day today.
It's been fun, and I'll see you live during your NeuroGum sales event.
Come on in, man.
Before Pacific.
Yeah, catch us on the TikTok shop, guys. And always good to have this guy right here when we have him. Here now, guys. Thanks for being here, buddy. Anyways, everybody, have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you back tonight at 6:15 Pacific Standard Time today because Sean's coming from hockey practice. So we'll delayed, but we'll be at 6:15 tonight. But until then, everybody, have a great night. Catch you soon. Thank you for the tater tots there, John. Appreciate you. Until next time, everybody. See ya.